From the University Main in Parkville, Matthew Donald.
So Uni Blacks kicking to the Swanson Street end to the left of your radio dial. It is Stanton and Rana to engage in the first bounce, and Rana got the tap down initially. Then the tackle being applied there by Clark, and we'll get another stoppage in the centre circle. 105 hit-outs between these two rucks last week. 73 for Rana, who wins it down again. Trying to get out of the tackle there. Dispossessed well was Loftus. Appeals for holding the ball. The umpire wave play on. Come out now to Robertson. Got half a hand pass forward. Didn't find a teammate. And it's been an opportunity here for D-La to win it back. Chain of hand passes now, and they'll come and switch it to centre half back. And that's effective enough. The mark taken by Carvelis. It's centre half back who gets a hand pass across to one of the Ball brothers, and Fisher goes up with a kick towards the wing. Oh, and a good catch by Rossiter.
There he is. He's on early. There's his early possession.
Double grab. There's a man full of running, and he drives the kick up towards half forward. Macking coming in from the back. He got a hand to it, knocked it away, and then fighting for it at ground level was Damashki, and he's caught an attack, and we'll get a stoppage just inside attacking 50 here for De La Salle.
Very happy for the boy there. A nice mark and an entry. So he's got. There's his broken the duck in his senior career.
Stanton shoved his opponent out of the way and got the tap forward. Ernest was there looking to apply the tackle, but it's come out now to Loftus, who goes with a kick across the far side of the ground, but it's been turned over. The mark taken by young Maxi Miller, and he turns his back on his teammates and will decide to go for goal about 45 metres out at a 45-degree angle.
That's just an example of D-La having very good ground positioning, and Blacks just overloading their defensive 50 there, and no avenue out. So that was a good intercepting mark and getting a shot on goal.
5-2 in the 11 games that he's played to this point of the season. Max Miller averaging 14 and a half disposals. He comes in on the left boot just inside 50. It's going to go close to the line. It's just come across the face. Macking flying in from the side again. He couldn't take it. Hacked off the ground towards goal. It was smothered. And now the players dive on top of it. It's still come out here though. Will do now. Ernest gets it across to Chalkley with a kick up towards the back flank, and they should be able to relieve here. Oliver taking the mark at halfback.
So Oliver de Grey, far side wing. Liam O'Neill is the laid out for the University Blacks, as Grocott now with it. So he's a long way from home. Centre wing, University side of the Unimain Oval. James Clark wants the ball in the corridor. Grocott has a better idea. We'll just dump it long on that left to the arc of 50. Where's the leaper? Moorfield, St Clair, both went up. St Clair through his hands inside 50. D-La will work it out across centre half back. Amendola, that's a nice kick. Bowen should get up high. Second attempt, great spoiler. Leo, Damashki at ground level. Inside the centre square, attacking side, Damashki, big tackle. Macking for the Blacks with a handball through. It's pretty scrappy stuff here. Macking, aggressive tackling.
Welcome to senior footy, Kane Rossiter. That was a big tackle by Macking on Kane there. That was very good.
All legal. It'll be thrown in the air. 5 metres to the attacking side of the centre circles for D-La. No score yet in this first term here at the University Main as Cassidy applies a tackle for the Blacks, and he'll be rewarded with a free kick. It might go to Loftus, who was the second man in. So yet to score. Our first quarter is for Bendigo Bank Private Banking, and Loftus is going to push the University Blacks wide. So
Chalkley now has it between wing and half back, called to go by the umpire, so he drives up the line towards half forward. Oh, well read though. Good mark taken by Lingberg at half back. And he wastes no time going with a short kick to Amendola. And for the first time, the match really slows up a bit here as Amendola assesses his options, going with a kick down the line, one-on-one. Knocked away there from Miller. It's come out now to Holland, who paddles it towards goal. Can he pick it up in time? No. It trickles over the boundary line, and we'll get a throw-in on the University side wing, the far side of the ground from our broadcast position.
Hugo, for Hit IQ, if you're trying to attack the goals at the University Main in this quarter, how are you doing it? Through the guts on the outside?
Oh, not on the outside. You're going through the guts. You're going to try and find that inside 45. You don't want to be on that outside wing unless you want to be defending the ball.
Throw in favours Stanton, who got the tap to it, although it's only as far as Loftus, who on the right boot sets the kick inside, attacking 50. It's come out now to St Clair, who shrugs out of a tackle, gets a hand pass towards goal. Carvelis cutting it out in time. They're scoring it over the line for the game's first score. Uni Blacks 1 behind. De La Salle yet to score, and that is on the Bendigo Bank Private Banking first quarter scoreboard.
So Fisher, kick-in duties, call to go, kicks towards us, broadcast side. Clark stands underneath the high footy. Aleo the scrap, and they'll go inside 50 again, the Blacks, through Freddie Valpede. Dicing left foot kick to a dangerous position, a whistle for a hold. Free kick going the way of D-La and Tom Lingberg. The top of the defensive goal square. St Clair, the offender, stands the mark. There's another...
Blood rule.
Yeah, so James Clark, I think it is, or it might be Jack Cassidy, who's been called to head off the ground. I reckon that's Cassidy. So he'll take his spell. Zach Darkus enters the game. Not going to miss him with the bright green boots. And the new Europe tan, Hugo Higginbotham.
There's a few of those getting around, isn't there?
It's one of the side effects of the Tullamarine flu.
Yes, I wouldn't mind one myself.
Yeah, debilitating effects across a number of players across the top flight of the Amateur Association. You only speak to old Brighton coach Marcel Brewer and he'll tell you all about it. So game back underway, Lingberg's got nothing to kick to. So I dare say this ball will be coming towards us and maybe Luke Healy on a long lead. Mackenzie did well to spoil. Ernest rove the footy cleanly. Gave it to Clark. Corridor kick, beautiful for Gray. He had his choice of Moorfield or Gray, and it was the latter that cut in front, marks the footy 40 metres out. Slight angle to left half forward, but shouldn't be any issues for Maxi Gray.
Is that a 40 or a 50, that arc? I reckon it's a 50.
I reckon that's a 50. That's one of the very few genuine 50s,
Yes.
I think, in the top
It's a big
flight.
ground. It's a big ground. Just that break in play before, that gave the Blacks a perfect chance to get set up really well, and they're able to chop that off. And there's the intercepting mark game that we just saw. Oh,
Every
huge
game
kick.
this season
Have a
so
look at
far
that.
for Max Gray. That's a shoot!
What about that?
Sixth goal on the season for Max Gray, the number 31, out of the University Blacks, and they have the first goal of the proceeding. 1-1-7 the Blacks. Delar yet to score. We've played 5.5 in the first term, thanks to Bendigo Bank Private Banking. Max Gray.
Maybe that is a 40, Paddy. That was huge.
He made it look like it was a 35. It was a huge kick.
Flew into it, didn't he?
Did.
Both feet up off the air. He looked like he was going for a mark in the end.
It was a very, very good kick. But Delar probably just set up way too deep. They're expecting that deeper entry, and just that little shallow entry, it was a perfect hit up.
He was a former state champion in the high jump when he was at St Kevin's, so that might excuse him for the strong quads and glutes, I think, that drove that footy home, Matthew Dodd.
Filipovic spins out of a tackle nicely from the stoppage. He gets a kick up to half forward. Playing on quickly there was Williams with a kick towards half forward. Now Miller receiving the hand pass. He goes on the left boot in towards the pocket. Healy the target over his head. And it's
On the full.
gone out of bounds on the full. So spot on there, Hugo. So the kick to be taken by the Blacks, who look to bring the ball back into play from the back pocket. Short kick to Macking across the face of goal, barely the 15.
Ooh.
And he goes short to Clark. He goes with a slightly longer kick to Chalkley at half back. So 3 kicks here, and they're still
And they're in the exact
against
same
the
spot.
defensive line. They're still at full back here, so not going anywhere. This is good defence.
Oh.
And it's been turned over. And then coming in, applying a strong tackle there was Ford for Delar, and he's locked things up for the visitors inside attacking 50. So good pressure there from Delar. Set up well, sweated on the mistake. And now it's a 50-50 ball inside. They're attacking 50, about 15 metres out. Rana with the tap towards the boundary line. And it's gone out of play, and it will be a thrown right up against the point post.
So with that lateral movement, that was the right thing to do early, but you never go back where you came from because you're just going back to where congestion is, and that just set Delar up. Now we've got a stoppage in the forward pocket. This is dangerous.
That's a quarter-time tick for Nick Highland, you think. Ball back into play. Rana from behind, reached over the top. The Blacks clear the ball initially. Marking the ball strongly, though, was Stanton. Intercepts for Delar, 55 metres out. Carefully
Healy.
for
Oh,
Healy.
no.
Filipovic got in his way. Healy, it was all his. The ball spills loose. The Blacks rebound again. Valpede waits for this. Rather, it was Valpede. And now the ball be held up. Actually, that might be Ty Palmer in the 54.
And that was Fisher who fell over when he's...
Fisher, skidding to the ground.
It is a little bit slippery, the ground out there. I know it's dry, but it's soft underfoot.
65 metres out, the ball was thrown in the air once more from the Delar goal. Williams inching kick forward across centre half back on the outside into the hands of Rossiter, the debutant. The ball inside 50 again. 1-on-1. Oh. Macking knocked over Brooker in their pursuit of the footy. Chalkley along the boundary line, left back pocket for the Blacks. Handball over the top. Clark by hand. He tries to work it out. The handball was no good. Carvelis takes it and has a ping from 48 metres. It's well wide of the mark and through for a minus score. Delar open its account today, one behind. The Blacks 1-1-7, 8.5 minutes gone in the first term for Bendigo Bank Private Banking.
Mackenzie short to Rouse. Sorry, Hugo.
You're right. I was going to say, we're back in that situation again, but he has gone up the ground rather than lateral switch again.
Long kick down the line. Sinclair got hands to it, was edged out of the contest, and there'll be a free kick for Hold. It's going the way of the hosts. Into away Macking at half back. And he goes up the line with a kick, not a very good one. It just crept over the head there of Stewart. It's come out the back. Carvelis is there, gets the hand pass away. And Dean Johns then with a kick into the centre of the ground. That's a dangerous one as well. Bouncing ball, one back here by the Blacks. Kick from Aleo up towards half forward. And here's that Footscray man, Freddie Valpede, with a clip inside 50, and it's effective enough.
It was a right shoe then. Jeez, he's very proficient on both sides of the body, Freddie, isn't he? You're a bit of a favourite of his, Matty? One of yours?
A fan.
A fan?
A fan.
Very
And
good.
short to Chalkley inside 50.
That's good. That was using the short ball really well, the Blacks. D-La are setting up deeper for those deeper entries. They need to arrest that and get up the ground a little bit and take away those easier options.
29 touches for Chalkley last week. Hasn't kicked a goal this season, so this would be a collector's item if he could find the target from here.
What do you reckon, Matty? You reckon he's got it?
I reckon he's got the distance.
Yeah.
He's a nice kick, Xavier Chalkley, usually out of the back pocket though, so let's see how the other end of the ground confronts him.
He'll be kicking from just inside 50. Gets close to the man on the mark. It looks pretty good off the boot. It's got there! Xavier Chalkley with a beautiful kick. And he has got his first goal of the season. Great start for Uniblacks. And with approaching 10 minutes gone here in this first quarter for Bendigo Bank Private Banking, the Uniblacks 2 on 13, D-La 1 behind.
The collector's item, Matty. There you go. Mum and Dad will have that one on high repeat at home. But we just saw that Dean Johns 45 into the middle of the ground. That missed the target and then caused that turnover. And then Freddie Valpede, just that beautiful little shallow entry, which is really working for the Blacks at the moment, especially when they're kicking goals like that. Yeah. It's an electric start.
So 2 set shots from difficult range for the Blacks and 2 goals in the book. They lead this one by 12 for Bendigo Bank Private Banking back in the middle. Filipovic trying to wrest that footy loose. Darkus couldn't control it. Damashki comes bustling up to the contest. Couldn't knock it free. Amendola will tackle with Stanton, and we've gone all of 2 metres from the initial throw in the air. So the umpire back involved then. Into the ruck, Tom Stanton. Neither ruck gets near that footy. It bounced harmlessly to the ground, and once again, it will be thrown in the air. So lots of pressure, high tackling game of footy so far, Hugo, which is what we expected coming in.
Yeah, that's the brand that Blacks have. And look, they've played really well at the moment. They're just falling down with those little high entries from the Blacks.
Filipovic held by one arm by Jack Cassidy. 3 in a row. So Matthew Donald, you can try and get this one out.
I promise I'll try, Paddy. A couple of minutes towards D-La's goal, if anything. Rana front spot, got the tap down. Doing well to work out of trouble there was Ford, although his hand pass was cut out. And now Robertson's away. He loops one over the top and then another one. Here's the lead in. Palmo drives it from 50.
Look at
that. Got it! Great running goal from Palmer. And the Blacks just flex their muscle there with a wonderful passage of play. And they've got a third. 3-1-19. D-La just the one behind. And that's on the first quarter scoreboard for Bendigo Bank Private Banking.
Geez, Palmer's fast, isn't he? He just burst away from there, and they can't miss at the moment. That's amazing kicking by the Blacks. It's a really good start. Just that unfortunate missed handball in the middle of the ground. I think it was Ford. Just gave them a bit of forward running, and they don't miss.
I told you, I promise I'd try, Paddy.
Did more than try.
Kicked a goal for him.
Highlight for Ty Palmer, who wasn't in the squad a few minutes ago. So this is a bit of trouble now for D-La. Amendola's going to try and turn that around from the centre of the University main, though. Oliver once more, they'll go through the Blacks. Clark inside 50. Grocott! No, he dropped the mark. Picked up his crumbs. Handballs it over the top into the pocket. Still they come. Fisher's trying to fight manfully. Sinclair was eviscerated in the forward pocket, and he'll get a free kick for his troubles. Oh, Tommy Sinclair. He was split in half by a D-La defender coming the other way, lying on his back, holding his ribs.
I think the thumb will be the least of his problems right now.
Yeah, not wrong, Matty Donald.
That was Sam Cross, a young guy out of the 19s, and he really held his ground there.
Bentley boy, the 20-year-old?
Yes, he unfortunate incident.
Yeah, I think it was across the ribs. I'm not sure what I suppose the free might be for rough conduct, perhaps, or a block, but Sinclair is still
take your pick
on his haunches in the right forward pocket, so he's got some assistance from a trainer and a runner right now, but he doesn't look at the moment in shape to take his kick. Still bent double in the forward pocket, so we'll have a little bit of a pause. It is a University Blacks free, 25 metres out from goal in the right forward pocket from a tricky angle.
Well, there was no remonstrating after that, so it was probably just a collision. I don't think there was anything untoward there, but I think it caught him unawares the way it was coming and split him up the middle, as we used to say. But he's up and he's going to take his kick. So
it's a tough boy, Tommy Sinclair. So he will go back for goal number 25 on the 2025 season. Out of South Bendigo, of course, formerly. Big breakout year this season. After not playing much for you at all through 2022 and 2023. Started being a regular character in 2024 and now doing some of his best work in the front half for Dale Bauer's squad, though this kick is skinny and he misses to the right-hand side. So the Blacks move to 3-2-20. D-La just the one behind. We've gone 14 minutes in this first term, thanks to Bendigo Bank Private Banking, Matthew Donald.
Collision between Cross and a Saint, a collision of biblical proportions.
Working on that one for a few seconds.
When did you think of that one? 4 o'clock this morning.
I was up all night preparing for that one. Stewart, the kick in up towards the back flank, knocked over the boundary line by Chalkley. We'll get a throw in at half back for Delar.
What was more of a concern earlier was the way that the Blacks exited the middle of the ground and then that entry forward. I mean, the mark wasn't taken, but we ended up. But they have lost the last couple of clearances, Delar, so they need to do something about that.
So Bohan and Moorfield taking the contest there of the ruck. We wouldn't see that too often. Bowling around here at half back for Delar. They should be able to work it out of trouble here, and they do kick up towards the wing over the. Well, it was onto the chest of Healy. Bounced off here. Macking gets it back. Goes backwards with the hand pass, weaving it out of trouble nicely. There was Clay, who goes up towards half forward, bouncing ball. Fisher's there, eluded him, picked up now by that man Macbeth, whose name we debated whether we should actually say in the pre-game. Kick around the body, one back here nicely, and then a kick up the line now from
Macking.
From Healy. Macking over the top. Good mark, won't say anything this time. Goes back to Chalkley at centre half back, and he's held up now.
I reckon Away looked straight towards us after he took that mark. Not his finest Specky, but we'll give him something for it.
For anyone else, it would have been. That was just run of the
Not
mill.
even a mark of the day contender. Sorry, Away.
That's a warm-up for him.
Mackenzie and now Moorfield. I think he's just keen to see who's calling it in that moment.
And he's on again here, making out the wide.
Ernest takes a bounce and then goes across to Robertson, who's called to go now by the umpire. Goes with a hand pass inboard to Mackenzie, and then a kick up towards half forward. Valpede in pursuit, and he reels it in just before he walks over the boundary line. It will be a throw in at left half forward here. The Blacks, who are kicking to the left of your radio dial, the Swanson Street end of this opening term.
So first time listeners to the match of the day, Away Macking, the number 26 for the University Blacks. He is a frequent flyer, loves a screamer. His highlight reel is about 3 hours long, so looking forward to him doing some of his best work this afternoon, as it's a clearance for Delar, a kick broadcast side wing, takes a wicked bounce and away from Luke Healy. Here comes Brooker, couldn't pick up the footy. Robertson to Cassidy, or Rouse to Cassidy rather. Now Oliver, he's dispossessed. Good tackle by Max Miller. Delar trying to force it back the other way. Slapped towards the arc of 50 there by Cassidy. Still they come, the Blacks. Valpede's around the place. And in the end, the umpire might resolve this one. No, still it rolls. Damashki's trying to get the footy. Amendola. Cassidy for the Blacks. Called to go. Kicks it towards the arc of 50. Clark. Handball backwards on the bounce for Chalkley. He'll dump it inside 50. It's a high ball. Who can get up for the Blacks? Who can get across for Delar? Grocott out the back. Fisted away from him at the top of the goal square. The blue and yellow defence holds up strongly. The clearing kick, though, is cut down. And Rouse takes it for the University Blacks.
He's still too far out to score here. Rouse is about 70 metres out from goal. So on the left boot, he's just going to wobble it inside, attacking 50. Well, good mark in the end there.
He's trying to talk.
That was an attempted barrel. It's one of the worst executions I've seen too. So that's why it fell well short.
It was a good defensive mark taken in the end, given how the ball was wobbling. Kick up towards Brooker at half forward, or half back rather, and it's come off hands and had a play for a boundary throw in.
Redeemed himself there though with that contest against Brooker, I'd say, Hugo.
Yeah, it was much better. It's much better brought it to ground. Players need to be a little bit careful on this countryside wing because it's very slippery underneath us here.
It was Lingberg who took that good mark in defence. Bohan and Moorfield still doing the ruck duties. Neither got the tap or down on that occasion. Comes out now to Clay, who goes one way than the other. It's a high kick up towards the wing. Big pack of players. Lots got hands to it. None could take the mark for Lipovic at ground level. One way than the other. Goes with a kick up towards half forward. But onto the chest of Clay again, who's got it at half back this time.
Playing well down there, Clay. He's got a very hard job on Ryan O'Meara, but he's getting quite a few intercept marks.
So Clay on the left boot.
Moorfield.
Up the line. Bohan and Moorfield. Two relief rucks. He's got hands to it again. Moorfield applying the tackle on Lingberg, and the umpire calls for it, and will be a ball up on the wing.
Bohan had front spot there. He basically took the mark, but Moorfield's just that strong. He reached it ahead of his hands, and he's done really well.
Yeah, 22 hitouts last week, Campbell Moorfield, and he's back in the ruck. I'm not sure if he's completely loving it, but he'll do anything, the skipper, to help out the Blacks' cause. Oliver on the wing along the boundary, hands it to Aleo. Williams has him, great tackle. Filipovic helps out. It'll be thrown up directly in front of us, broadcast side of the University main. 20 plays won, the Blacks by 19 points as we approach time on in the first. Bowen and Moorfield, neither with the footy. Darkus and Gray apply a tackle on Amendola. He's got a bit to say to his ruck in Paddy Bowen. Wants the footy at his bootlaces. Back the ball goes in the air. Bowen puts the knee into Moorfield. Loftus slaps it on for the Blacks. Tracking it back is Doherty of Delar. Fisher the other way. Neither picked up the footy. Palmer swings the handball for Clark. Nothing clean here across half forward. Clark, big tackle. The ball crosses the white line right in front of the Delar bench. It'll be thrown in 70 metres from the University Blacks goal. Hugo Higginbotham for Hit IQ.
Doherty for Delar. They really had to let Fisher come through there. He had the run moving forward, and now he's just caused that to go over the boundary line. So a little bit of lack of communication there. It's quite frustrating sometimes.
The toss in between wing and half forward here for the Blacks. The boundary throwing falls short. Umpire waves play on Valpede, but the hand pass back to Darkus. One way, then the other, then the other. Back to Valpede on the left boot. Hooked it inside, attacking 50. Sinclair flew, knocked away from him by Fisher. Out of play and a boundary throw in. It's inside attacking 50 here for the Blacks, who have got the only 3 goals here as we approach time on in this opening term for the Bendigo Bank Private Banking scoreboard. Uni Blacks 3-2. Delar just the one behind to this point. Thrown in once more. Moorfield against Stanton. Come out now for the hand pass back, looking for Rouse, who's got to go back and retrieve it. He taps it back. Oh, and then a slip there by McKenzie has opened things up. Strong tackle there by Valpede. He might have hurt himself as well, Valpede. He's grabbed for the collarbone or the shoulder straight away.
That's gone straight for the throat. I think in that tackle, he's just got his throat right on Rob Amendola's shoulder. So that's going to be quite painful, that.
Yeah, he's staggering still. In fact, it was Alao, rather. He's sort of jogging back into defence now. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the play continues from the stoppage. It's Delar with the ball, and it's Filipovic with a short kick down the line. Gone over the head. Oh, there's Alao. He's recovered pretty well. Going in for the footy again. Filipovic once more, the hand pass backwards, and now it's Kane Rossiter. He wants to take on Moorfield. He just about did in the end. He actually did it pretty nicely because the hand pass found a teammate. Scrubby kick down the line, it's turned over. Clark gathers it and kicks it towards half forward in all in one motion. Trying to crash through there. On that occasion was Gray, the goal scorer. Bouncing around here at half forward. Fisher's in there, he's caught, the umpire will call for it. I'm just still keeping an eye here on Leon Alao. He looks to be okay now.
There's a few players sore out there. There's been a few big collisions. They're definitely having a good go at it.
Yeah, Leon Alao just had a trainer come out to him to check on him, and he said, no, I'm okay, I'll continue on. So he's behind the footy now. It'll be thrown in the air once again. Right on the white paint of 50. So 20 plays won, 21 and a half gone in the first term. All the Blacks so far with goals through Gray, Chalkley and Palmer. Kick towards us from Delar, towards broadcast wing. McKenzie went with the chest mark. The spoil came from Healy. Gets the ball near the boundary. O'Meara ties up play. And the umpire will throw it in the air again.
It's a good score, that, by Healy.
Very good. He's actually still eligible to play under 19, Healy. So he's a big boy and he's very athletic.
Speaking to Nick Hyland, the coach of Delo, who said that he offered to play forward this year. Usually a defender. Was a defender last year in Premier B. But put his hand up to go forward, and he's been impressive up there with limited supply. Here he is in the centre circle. This time he's held up, though. Luke Healy, so the umpire will throw it in the air again, right on the line of the centre square. Again, broadcast side. Still sunny and still without a breath of wind here in Parkville. As Stanton against Moorfield. Here come Delar. Filipovic inside 50. Macking through his fingers as he tried the intercept mark. Now he's got a Brooker problem. He's dispossessed away Macking. The umpire calls them to play. Williams, excellent handball. Miller left foot snap. He misses. He was set 5 metres of space by Jake Williams, but couldn't execute in the left foot snap, Max Miller. Delar 2 behinds. In fact, that might be out of bounds on the full. We're just getting the umpires to confer whether that one did go the scoring side of the behind post.
Geez, they're in deep conversation down there, aren't they?
We're going to send this upstairs.
Looks like the players have adjudicated this one themselves as being out of bounds on the full. We'll just get confirmation on that shortly. So it's either Delar's second behind of the game or no score. It's no score. So the Blacks will take it from the right back pocket.
Short kick to the opposite back pocket to McKenzie. See how well Delar can lock this ball inside their attacking 50. And that's a short kick there from McKenzie that didn't find Rouse on the full. And Bohan was there, swatted him over the line in front of the dilapidated pavilion there in the pocket. And it's gone out to play for a boundary throw in.
The forward defensive pressure from Delar is very good, but Blacks aren't helping themselves with poor execution.
So toss back into the field to play here. Rana with the front spot, tapped it down. Cassidy was there, as was Williams. And then Robertson taking it a tackle. Strong tackle there by Rossiter. It was for holding the ball, but the umpire says no.
Shown plenty, Kane Rossiter, in this first quarter.
Yes, he goes about it very hard. His old man was very hard. And his old man's nickname was Trenches, because you wanted him in the trenches with you.
It's a fitting nickname.
He had no skill, though.
Filipovic, one way then the other, snaps towards goal. It's gone across the face, and it's bounced up on its point and over the line for a behind. So they've doubled their score here, Dealer. 2 behinds. And then on the opening term scoreboard for the Bendigo Bank Private Banking, and it's Uni Blacks 3-2-20, Paddy Greenway.
Bit of control versus chaos. Sinclair, big fly. Didn't get it near it in the end. He's given away a free kick.
Gee.
He touched the ball. I don't understand. Anyway,
The free kick was for a push by the looks of things. So
was that in the jump when he tried to get a little bit of extra height?
Lingberg takes it, broadcast wing. Bowen, there's his target. Brought down in front of him, though, so the opportunity falls away. Might be Rana who's taken that for the Blacks across left half back, the big fella. Loftus running past with a handball receive. Angus Rana have a right to feel disrespected by that. He's a good user of the footy and goes to McKenzie. They'll switch fields here, the Blacks. Aleo beneath the scoreboard, right back pocket. Kick is down that far wing. Damashki fell over. Ernest picks it up. Handball over the top to Oliver, back to Ernest. They're past halfway, the Blacks. Ernest breaks the Filipovic tackle. The handball, though, was a stray, intercepted by Delar. The kick into the corridor for Bowen is good. Might have been Stewart finding Paddy Bowen in the centre of the University main. He's a left footer. He'll go long inside 50. Aleo well positioned in front of him, though. Bringing down the mark there is Rouse, the left footer. Back into the squad today. He takes the intercept and then pushes it out wide. Matty Donald.
Does it so, and there's Nest once more. Comes in short to Cassidy. At half back now. Just lacking that main focal point inside attacking 50 in this opening term. Delar. There he goes back with a kick to Rouse, who's seen a bit of it in this opening term, and he's going to see a bit more of it now because he'll get a 50-metre penalty for encroachment on the mark as he looked to play on and switch. The umpire hadn't called play on.
I think that was Ryan O'Meara. I think he anticipated the play on and it wasn't called. But I just noticed that Blacks were still persisting with going with that 45 into the back pocket again.
This is a very big 50-metre penalty. He's gone from full back to the centre circle. But he drives the kick inside, taking 50. Moorfield came out to take the mark, but he's clipped Lingberg in the process. And the defender, the number 23, will get the free kick for Delar.
Very brave by Lingberg there because he knew they were coming.
And Carvallis now, a short chip to Miller, who's also been busy on that far wing, the University wing in this opening term. Left boot goes down the line looking for Stanton. He couldn't. It was gathered there by Macbeth. So I can't say it once more now.
Yeah, well,
I've said it my 2 times for the day.
So we'll put that one to bed. His name's Ethan Macbeth, but his nickname's Shaky. So for the rest of the day, Matty, we'll just go with Shaky. Okay?
Shaky, all right,
Shaky,
that works.
yeah.
Didn't take the pair of you as superstitious theatre types.
Oh, I love the theatre.
There you go.
Got to be my natural calling.
I know where we're having the breakup drinks for Vaffa Media this year. Ernest, inside 50 on the right boot. Once St Clair is tracking this one towards the boundary line, which will beat all comers. We're thrown in 40 metres out from goal, right half forward. The Blacks by 18 points.
It'll be an improv class.
Swanston Street into the University main. Our man Matthew Donald has come locked and loaded for Saturday afternoon amateur footy here on the SEN app and on the SEN website. William Buck Premier Men's action. Blacks pushing for a place in the finals. Rana in front of Stanton won it down. Cassidy was tackled by Amendola maybe moments before he had possession of the share and nothing doing, says the umpire. Macbeth is taken down. He didn't have the footy. He'll be rewarded with the free kick with Ethan Macbeth, and Delar should be able to force this one through left half back, Matty.
So here's Shaky. He's got the footy now. Goes up the
well
line.
avoided.
It is a good mark. Taken there by Brooker, who's pushing up the ground to get involved in the action. Goes with the kick down the line to Healy. He's got it now. He's on the halfway line.
This is where they've fallen down, Delar, at the moment. This next kick, trying to enter forward 50.
He's almost waiting for Brooker to get back to half forward so he can kick it to him. He goes to Bohan instead, who flew, brought it to ground. Fisher with a hand pass out, straight to Macking, who caught that one comfortably enough, and goes to centre half back. And here's Ty Palmer, who's centre half back now. Kicked a terrific goal in this opening term, the last of it. We haven't had a goal since. Comes out to the debutant, Will Mithen, who gets a bit of an applause here from the University Oval crowd. And his kick looking for Loftus is knocked away And it's gone out of play by throw. And good effort there by Filipovic, who was giving away a fair amount of height there, but did well enough to kill the contest, and it's gone out of play for a boundary throw on this commentary side.
We can just see the intercepting power of the Blacks there. Every time Dealer have tried to go forward, they just have not had an option there, and Blacks have been able to chop it off every time. Oh, this boundary umpire is having a bit of trouble, right?
Just comes back in. It's gone well askew. The umpire's allowed it to go. Clark's going to throw that back to allow. He got away with it as well. Lucky we're not doing the umpiring. There's a beautiful kick to her nest at centre-half back. And the switch is on. They've opened up a bit of space here now.
Yep.
Kick out in front of Robertson, who gathered it on the bounce. Scrubbers a kick up towards the line. Grocott gathered it nicely. Comes with a hand pass inboard to Gray, who's got a bit of space. Gets around a couple of men and kicks it inside 50. Beautiful pass. And Max Dow takes it on the chest. He's going to want to wheel and go quickly to Dow. He goes short to Clark. Got one hand to it. Couldn't complete the mark. And it's come out now to Eder, who just about got a hand pass away. Now Amendola's got a problem. He gets out of one tackle. He can't get out of a second. He's in trouble now. Umpire was about to ping him and then Wade play on. Got away with that one, the Amendola. And eventually the umpire calls for a stoppage at right half forward for the Blacks.
Probably not the right lateral movement there. We call that part of the ground the turnover zone, sort of 40 to 60 metres. You can see why. And he has absolutely killed his teammate as well, who just, I think he's got 4 knees gone right through the middle of his back there.
James Clark,
Yep.
who is, rather gingerly now making his way off the University main. They've actually stopped play just so he could clear out of that zone, but it doesn't look in a great way. No. He is jogging, but he's holding, I think, the left side of his body rather awkwardly. He's bent double as he runs off, and he's...
Nearly had a technicolor there, I think.
Yeah, correct. So, under his own steam, James Clark, but he's exiting the game for now. We'll keep you across that one as it evolves. Back through centre-half forward here, stoppage. Big run up for Angus Rana. Spikes it inside 50. Gray on that left, hacks it towards the top of the goal square. Sinclair from 3 deep in front, though. Healy has gone back and he's held on to a really tough grab, which is his bread and butter. The number 19 out of St Peters. Just about 6 marks a game to go with 10.3 disposals this year. He is, of course, Hugo, the reason why D-Lar are just about in Premier A division this year with his goal line save in last year's Premier B prelim final. Quarter time here at the University main. The University Blacks 3-2-20. D-Lar 2 behinds that quarter going. 30.5 minutes for Bendigo Bank Private Banking. Goals through Gray, Chalkley and Palmer for the University Blacks. D-Lar, we're yet to see a goal for the blue and yellow today. Our quarter time break. They've had the best of this game so far. 18-point leaders at quarter time.
So it's going to be Rana and Stanton to renew hostilities there in the ruck. Rana used the body well, slapped it up towards centre-half forward. Gray coming out to meet it, gets the hand pass back. Then a high kick up towards centre-half forward once again. Ernest used the body well. Oh, he had 4/5 of the mark. The umpire Wade play on. Valpede gathering it now, got the hand pass away, looked to slap it back. But the numbers are here with D-Lar Salle. Running through the middle of the ground there was Damashki, who kicks it high up towards half forward. Oh, Bohan got away from Mackey. Can he run through and kick a goal here, Paddy Bohan? It's going to skid across the face wide. What a goal in the start that would have been to the second term for the visitors. Alas, it's a minor score. 3 behinds. They draw by 17 points now. Uni Blacks 3-2-20, and that's on the Keys of Training scoreboard. 40 seconds gone in this second term.
Wonderfully called, Matty. Paddy Bowen, Nilly. As a layout up the centre of the University main. Sinclair came very late, crashed the pack. Doherty flicks it to the outside. On hands and knees, Stewart couldn't gather the footy for D-Lar, and we'll get a stoppage. University side of the University main. The Blacks kicking towards the right of your radio dial, towards the Royal Parade end in this second term. D-Lar Salle to the Swanston Street end, which has all 3 goals of the game kicked towards it so far. Pushed off his kick initially there was Rossiter. It's willing stuff on the inside. Ida escapes to the outside. Kicks it inside 50 for D-Lar. Chalkley cuts it down for the Blacks. So again, just a bungled entry, you'd think, from D-Lar, Hugo, for hit IQ.
Yeah, just kicking to the spot there and not kicking to the advantage of the player. So it's making it easy for the Blacks here at the moment.
So through Ernest and Chalkley, and now Macking to Robertson. Blacks go past halfway. Valpede chased down by Damashki. Just threw the handball out any old way. St Clair tracks the footy. Knocked to the deck by T. Johnson. 3 D-Lar players come to ensure Tommy Sinclair wasn't going anywhere across right half forward. He's already got sore ribs. Tom Sinclair, that won't help.
What's he done to them? It's very much the focus today. He's got up very ginger then.
He's been in the wars today. Before and during the match.
He's
Come out now to Williams, who gets the hand pass away, and then to Damashki. He's caught. Don't know how he got rid of that legally. And he didn't. That's why I didn't think it. Free kick to Uni Blacks. Be taken here by Robertson right in front of us. About 10 metres away from the commentary position here, in fact. Call to go now by the umpire, so Robertson on the right boot. It sets it high up towards half forward. Big pack of players flew. Rana was one of them, couldn't take the mark. It's come out now. Amendola trapped it nicely, got the hand pass over the top. Ida got to gather the bouncing football. He does, and then he's caught by Leo straight away at centre half forward, just inside attacking 50 for the Blacks. The umpire calls for it. And we'll get another stoppage. Rana doing a bit of a dance there with Stanton, got the tap down. Now the hand passes come out. And then again, Williams with a short little dainty kick down the line. This will be interesting to see how the umpire adjudicates this, and he says boundary throw in. Hugo?
Yeah, well, it was a 50-50 one there. That could have gone either way. You just don't know sometimes what the umpire is thinking or how their focus is. But let's just say he's trying to move the ball forward there, not towards the boundary line.
Did help that Tom Ida was in the vicinity, but sort of hedged his bets, I reckon, there, Williams. Boundary or Ida, either would do. He got the stoppage. Cassidy. Handball was cut off by Williams, who was clever and fast to get it through to Miller. Kicks it past halfway. Here come Dealer again. It was Biscacci initially. Bowen, handball through traffic, back to Biscacci. Hacks the kick in the O'Meara direction. Big fist over the top comes from Clay. So out of bounds, left half forward here for Dealer. Ryan O'Meara is an interesting character as far as Dealer's fortunes go. He's a swingman. Last week he gets St Bernard's. On a windy day at the Snake Pit, he just followed the wind. Ended up with 7 or 8 rebound 50s to go with 3 goals. A pretty rare stat line for a key position player. Ball hurled back into play. Rana over the top. Darkus had no one near him. Gave it to Loftus, who spun away from Amendola initially. He was impacted on the kick, though, by Amendola, who was imperturbable in his efforts to try and retrieve the footy. Dow. Darkus on the outside for the Blacks. He's collared by Williams. Great tackle. And the umpire calls for the footy. Oh, very quick whistle. Yeah. 0-0 draw, says the man in green. It will be thrown in the air directly in front of us, broadcast side wing, neutral territory. 20 plays 3, Matty Donald.
Umpire just waiting for players to clear. Darkus was caught straight away there, and the umpire will call for a repeat stoppage. Yeah, blew the whistle very quickly there a second ago. Rana, front spot, Loftus was there. Amendola, who's been very busy in this second term, hacked the kick off the ground, comes out to Williams down half forward. He got past one, couldn't get past the Cassidy tackle. The umpire wave play on. Ernest slipped over. Oh, and then doing a little hurdle there was, and there'll be a free kick going the way of Ernest, who slipped over. A little bit of good fortune there. It was Stewart who did a bit of a hurdle over him there and all of that. The Olympics have come early this year.
Well, I think he clipped him over the shoulder on the way past to affect the free.
McKenzie to Chalkley, who indulges at a bounce as he walks across the set of the half-back line. He kicks out towards Aleo. Bohan was there, got hands to it. Hand over to Macking, who was dealt with after he kicked it. The umpire waved play on. Fisher and Moorfield. Ball went past both of them. Now Valpede with a hand pass over the top. Straight there to Stewart, who goes up the line and then trying to use the body illegally there was Bohan.
Pushed him under the ball.
Leo getting the free kick. Interesting that they're using Bohan as more of a forward today. Normally been someone who's spent most of the season in defence with occasional stints in the ruck.
I think they're easing him back into it after coming back from that injury. Just limited time.
Strong mark there by Rana, who gets the hand pass over to Oliver, who goes towards goal, and he's just pushed it across the face. Very close. But a minor score, 3-3-21, the Uni Blacks, 3 behind Steel Salle, approaching 6 minutes in this second term for Keita Trading, Paddy Grinley.
Yeah, Paddy Bowen, a pair of hamstring injuries this year, so being eased back into his work. But he's almost just following away Macking to the footy. Not a bad idea. 3 Blacks just about spoiled themselves. Ernest and Robertson crashed into each other. No dramas as far as the home side are concerned as they got the ball forward, though Darkus towed it initially to his own advantage and then out of bounds.
Shocking player to follow if you've got 2 hamstring injuries away, Macking, having to go with him here.
Delo just not helping themselves there. With that kick in there, he's kicked it to a 1-on-3.
Yeah.
I mean, with no other player around. Like every other Delo player went to the other side of the ground and he's kicked it to a mismatch. So that's why they get themselves in trouble here.
Might have been clipped high. The umpire said play on. Damashki and Loftus and Ida around the footy. Loftus tries to paddle it to his own advantage. 48 metres out. Couldn't get the footy. Neither could Gray, and Delo might come through. Macbeth on the outside. He's quick. He runs through the centre of the University main. Handball for Healy. Needs to sit. He's cleaned up by Clay, who came off his man to impact the contest and then held up the footy momentarily. Damashki cleans up for Delar, and still they go inside 50. O'Meara should get this. He's just not held onto the mark. He'll have to battle against the boundary line. Still keeps it in. Macbeth is still there. Kicks it into the pocket. Well done, Rossiter.
And Healy's still down in the middle of the ground. He got absolutely barreled into by Clay there. Completely fair, but was open. Didn't have a chance to protect himself.
Yeah, it was the high-arcing bouncing handball from Macbeth that did him no favours. His number was called, Luke Healy, and he went, but he is sore for it. And he's just jogging off the University main. Meanwhile, this will be a story. Kane Rossiter in the right forward pocket. He's lining up for his first senior goal. Athletics background, coached impeccably at Auskick by Hugo Higginbotham, our man for hit IQ. Here's Rossiter, gives it his all from the line. No. He is missed.
I didn't teach him that.
I left it open to interpretation. D-La still searching for its first goal of this game of footy. They're 4 behinds. The University Blacks 3-3-21. We've gone 8 minutes in the second term for Keys training here at the University main.
Healy's off the ground. A play involving Macbeth leading to bad luck. Who would have thought?
Careful.
Jeez.
Kick into the back pocket. And then that's gone over the head there of Dow. And it's been turned over, so D-La Salle should be able to get this inside 50. The kick got towards the pocket. Back with the flight, no mark taken, and then Clark with a strong tackle. To held things up, and it'll be a stoppage. Just a few metres out here from D-La's goal, who've defended really well when the ball's been in this area of the ground, but just haven't been able to convert opportunities yet. Tossed up, Rana, grabbed out of the air by Bowen, who stabs, and he's got it! Paddy Bowen on the board!
D-La on the board.
His first goal of the season, Paddy Bowen. And as you rightly point out, Hugo Higginbotham, the visitors have got their first major of the day at last. It's come nearly 9 minutes into the second term, but it's been well worth the wait. Paddy Bowen on the board, 1-4-10 D-La Salle. It's only 11 points, mind you. Uni Blacks 3-3-21, and that is on the Keys training second quarter scoreboard.
And this is what I was going to say earlier about the Blacks. Because they're not a high-scoring team, they never really put sides to the sword and get those big leads. So just with one shot on goal, it's only an 11-point lead. So that's less than 2 kicks now, considering how dominant they've been for the whole game. So with the D-La, they've just got to take a bit of that momentum now, and another one would be very interesting here. They come off some great work by Fisher. They'd intercept on the half-forward flank just to get that ball forward, and a dangerous spot.
So from contest, D-La open its account as far as goals go. Back to the middle, Amendola and Williams trying to work over it for the away squad. The Blacks' pressure is good. It'll be thrown in the air. It's 20 metres to the right of the centre circle, so the Blacks with the territory advantage, however slight. Rana wins the tap. D-La the clearance up and down the chimney. Rouse cuts it down. So he's attacking side of the centre circles. Ollie Rouse, long left footer. Doris to kick this ball for the advantage. And Moorfield inside 50, backing back. Lingberg again, who's been tough across centre half back so far today for D-La. Kicks it wide. University side, well weighted pass forward. Over the top. This is good from D-La. The build up solid. The kick inside 50 is coming. Rossiter's on the outside. Brings it back across the body for Williams. Maybe it's fisted away. Macbeth going at it again. Palmer tackled him off the footy. To the outside, D-La keep coming. The snap to the top of the square. The fist from Clay was good for the Blacks. Clark, it was wrenched away from him. Macbeth feeds it through to Williams, who was held on to maybe. He takes it again, Macbeth. From the boundary line, the kick. He hit the outside of his boot. The wrong side of the footy. Ball kept in play. Taken by Mithen, and it went out of bounds. And the D-La player there has crashed into the fence. Might have been the number 99
Crossy.
there, Sam Cross. He's quite slow to his feet, but he is up and going once more. So it'll be thrown in left half forward for D-La, having a good 5 minutes, Matthew Donald.
They are. They've got a taste of it now with that goal that Paddy Bowen only a few minutes ago. And they're pushing forward again as the ball's tossed back in. Brooker, he was looking there. That slapped towards the boundary line. Now that could be insufficient intent. Umpire is looking and he's paid it. Kick to be taken here by Jake Williams at right half forward. That one was definitely there.
Yeah, it's not good footing out there in this wetter part of the ground.
So Williams is just going to set it up and hope the Flyers compete. Healy was the target. He had 4 to deal with, and it's been cleared away. It's in good position here for Lingberg, who wanted to mark it. Instead, he had to punch it away. And there's more appeals here for insufficient intent. This one won't be paid, despite the protestations of the D-La Salle bench. It'll only be a boundary throw-in. They disagreed with the umpire there. Will be tossed in between wing and half forward here for the visitors. They've kicked the last goal of the game and trailed by just 11 points despite the dominance of the hosts. The Uni Blacks so far in this encounter. Filipovic wrote it nicely, got the kick up towards half forward, bouncing ball gathered here by O'Meara, who was about to run into his teammate and then ran into the boundary line and has eventually taken it out of play. It will be a throw in at left half forward.
Just notice Healy's back out there now, so a little bit of a breather on the side, back out there. But D-La defending really well forward of the ball at the moment, which is good.
James Clark's also out there, we should mention. He was sore in the first quarter as Rana takes it for the Blacks, kicks it past halfway. broadcast side. Valpede wants it at his bootlaces, couldn't pick it up. Dean Johns could. He tried to force it through a couple of black jumpers and got it to Doherty. Did really well. Filipovic on the outside from Stanton, inside 50. The kick favours Macking, though, at fullback for the Blacks. He tracks it towards the goal line, the behind line, rather, and it took a fortuitous bounce. Probably for Delar as it goes out for a boundary throw in beside the behind post, Hugo.
Chance of a stoppage in the forward line, so it's not a kick in, but playing some good forward half footy at the moment, Delar. They're defending the middle of the ground well. Just probably need to tidy up those entries a little bit forward.
So all the territory for the away squad. This has been promising. Dean Johns the leap. Williams went after it. Cassidy's kick was impeded on its way through to Valpede, who has two Delar players to fight. One of them is Cavalis, who gave it to Miller, who for the boundary and he missed. He missed to the left-hand side, not by much, as our man Bruce on the buttons. Miller's had a couple of opportunities on goal on that left peg. 1-5-11 Delar, 3-3-21 the Blacks. So 6 scoring shots apiece, but it's a 10-point lead for Keezer for the home squad as Clark has it here through full-back, Matthew.
Bruce Press with special comments thanks to Hit IQ. Goes into the back pocket, and they'll again just slow ball movement coming out of defence here for the Blacks.
I reckon they're coming back the other way here. Aleo's got a paddock. No, up long down the line.
And it's eventually booted down there by McKenzie up towards the wing in the end, although the kick is ill-directed. And it's Sam Cross who's taken an uncontested chest mark. Now, he's got options to bring it inboard. Stewart was appealing for it, but Cross instead decides to go short the line. That is better. It's a good kick, Hugo.
Maintain possession through that half forward.
Now, this is the kick for them, though.
That for Kane Rossiter.
The short one to Rossiter.
Yeah, he's 2 kicks from goal here. I know how far Kane can kick.
He'll be kicking from just on 50. Does look to go short
Good
to
entry.
O'Meara. Good hit-up lead from Kane Rossiter. O'Meara judged it well against a couple of Blacks defenders, and his reward is an effort at goal here. Will be about 5 metres in from the boundary line, at about 35 metres out from goal when he lets fly.
Just that build-up there is what I was talking about. They're doing much better is they're retaining possession through that dangerous part of the ground, that turnover zone that we call that higher 50, because if you intercept mark there like they did in the first quarter of the Blacks, they were away, but they just can't get their hands on it in that area now, which is really good by Delar.
He's kicked 8 goals for Ryan O'Meara for the season. He's normally reliable in this situation. He's put that one through. That's 2 in a row for Delar. And within the blink of an eye, it's back to 4 points here on the Keezer Training scoreboard. It's been a great quarter here for the visitors. 2-5-17. They still trail Uni Blacks 3-3-21. Ticked over 14 and a half gone in this second term. But Hugo Higginbotham for Hit IQ. They're working their way back into it, Delar.
They are. They're playing much better football, taking care of the ball, just not bombing it forward, which has been the downfall in the first quarter. So they've arrested that, and they're getting shots on goal. But what is very, very telling is the low scoring of the Blacks. They had majority of the first quarter and half of the second quarter, but they're only got a 4-point lead at the moment.
5 goals to the left of your radio dial, none to the right. Not a breath of wind here at the University Main. Figure that one out. Clark from the middle of the ground wanted Darkus by hand. It was Cassidy, rather. Here's Valpede between wing and right half forward for the Blacks. Couldn't pick up the footy. Again, Delar trying to win that ball in tight. Darkus got it from Ernest, though, to Clark, who palmed it to St Clair. Steps to the inside, won his way through. Moorfield backing back. The kick carried him. Valpede's waiting on the outside. The Delar defence clears the zone. High kick. Darkus underneath it. Williams tracks him. Wins the footy. Keeps it in and keeps it going through Rossiter to Cavellis. Back to Williams in a tight rope on the boundary. Handballs to the inside. Ido went over the top of the footy. Clark, his handball was askew for the Blacks. Here goes Bowen for a trot. Inside kick is good.
They're out here.
Biscacci turns to the centre of the ground. This is wonderful footy from a team that hasn't won a game all year. Filipovic, Damashki on the inside.
O'Meara.
Outside to O'Meara. The kick's too long. It dribbles out of play. Just about the best build-up, I'd say, of the year from Delar. From left half back, it was awkward, it was tight at the start, but they kept on going. They changed the angles, and in the end, it was just that finishing kick from Damashki.
Yeah, but that was all built up by the start there by Jacob Williams, who by right should never have got the hand on that ball to affect the little tap, and then a couple of amazing handballs, so he's a very important player for them.
Brooker grabs it out of the ruck, hands it over to Miller, who has a flying shot towards goal. He is in the post. Oh, how close for Max Miller and Delar. That would have given them the lead.
Yeah.
It's 2-6-18 to 3-3-21 on the Keezer Trading scoreboard. Just further to your stat a minute ago, Paddy. 5 goals, 8 to the left of your radio dial. 3 behinds to the other.
There you go.
Amazing. So, yes, a great build-up there. He's getting close to Max Miller, isn't he?
3 shots on goal in this game. 2 behinds and 1 out of bounds on the full, but he's not too far away. As you mentioned, Hugo, as Grocott wins the footy, goes for a trot. University side, again, the Delar defence holds up. Big tackle Lay by a Blacks player. The umpire calls them to continue and go, and Ford does just that to Damashki, who skipped one tackle, kicked it back inside 50. Biscacci out the back, no, couldn't hold on. He pushed off Macking illegally, said the umpire. Oh, he did all the work, Biscacci. Couldn't hold on to the grab, and then it was paid as a free kick anyway. Going to away Macking at fullback for the University Blacks, Matthew Donald, who are in a bit of trouble as Clay takes it in the back pocket.
They're a little rattled at the moment, the hosts. Delar have got him on the hop. Been excellent in this second term. Long kick, looking for a Ness, asking a lot of him. He had to mark it, because if he didn't, there were Delar players all over the ground level. The hand pass for Brooker. It's a long way down there for a big fella. It's come out now to Edda. Paddles it to his own advantage, and again, he's caught by Darkus. He's dispossessed by Darkus. Comes out to Oliver. He's charged down. Then Miller gets away from one. Kicks towards goal. Didn't go very far. Chalkley rebounds now. Miller's down to the ground level. Gets it to Darkus. He looks to be in a bit of pain. Comes out now to Gray, who marks it in front of Cross between wing and half back. He doesn't want to waste any time. He goes up the line to Oliver, who got away from it up. And he's going to wheel and go as well. Oliver kick towards half forward. Good mark, take it. Just eluded Filipovic there. There is still a good 2 kicks from goal here, the Blacks. This is an important kick. Drives it inside, attacking 50. Big numbers here. Was knocked away towards the goal line. And Lingberg is just happy to see that go over for a minor score. 3-4-22 Unique Blacks. And Delar 2-6-18. Then is on the Kiza training second quarter scoreboard. It's getting a bit hot here at University Oval, Paddy Greenley.
Oh, that it is. 4-point game of footy. Max Miller jogging his way back into the contest, but looks a little bit ginger. He joins a growing list of sore boys today at the Uni Main. Fisher's kick is broadcast sided. Dangerous Macking. Jeez, he can float. Leapt early, carried the jump. Cut that ball down.
Sorry, Paddy. Once again, that was to a 1-on-4. They've really got to arrest that.
Macking for Sinclair. Oh, he went for a massive ride. Didn't get near in the end with the 1 mitt. Lingberg takes the spillage. Kicks the kick along the boundary. Ernest picks it up, high up and down. That might stay inside the field of play. Sinclair goes for another fly and pops it out of bounds right next to that refurbished grandstand, or currently in the process of being refurbished, that grandstand. 40 metres out from the University Blacks goal. 3-4-22 for Keys of the University Blacks. 2-6-18. Delar Salle. We haven't had a goal, Matthew Donald, to the right end of your radio dial. The Royal Parade end of the Uni Main, all quarter long, all game long.
No, we're still waiting for it. Val P tries to spin out of traffic, looking to change. That comes out to Gray. Now Moorfield snaps towards goal. It's gone across the face. It takes a leg break when it needed an off break. Out towards the pocket. And it has gone out of play. Trying to keep it in there was Palmer, but unsuccessfully. It's gone out for a boundary throw in on the pavilion end. The right of your radio dial. Still looking for the game's first goal at that end. Been great for the defenders there. Moorfield and Stanton. The latter got the tap down. And it's come out now. Filipovic, his kick was smothered. Well, Damashki somehow got a hand pass away to Fisher, who just threw it on the boot. Anywhere will do. He kicks it out to the wing. The race is on. It's a one-on-one. Ernest is going to get there first. Although McManus after him. McManus chased him, he's dispossessed him as well, and then Ernest has applied the tackle on him. Great one-on-one contest on the wing, and it's a 0-0 draw in the end. The umpire calls for the ball.
He showed a nice turn of speed there, Matty Donald. He was looking at you on the way there too. He just wanted you to say his name, but that was excellent defensive work there.
Make sure you say my name, Matty Donald. And that'll be on the full. That was tapped out of bounds on the full by Stanton, so that's going to be a free kick going the way of the Blacks. It's not a rule we see imposed too often, but that one was definitely there. Kick to be taken by Moorfield, who goes short down the line. Damashki found a bit of space. He's got a couple of options on short if he wants to go there, but he's signalling he'll go long, and that he does. So he sets it up towards half forward. Big fly there. Again, that was for Brano. It's knocked away out towards that stand, which they say is looking renovated. Still doesn't look safe to set up shop in there, Paddy, and it's gone out of play. Boundary throw in.
I think dilapidated is the word you want, Paddy.
That is the word I went with to start with.
But just that entry to Darkus there before, Delar just lost their way with that free kick. A few confused players talking to the umpire, and that's where Moorfield got that nice little hit up early.
So big 10 minutes here before half-time as the ball's hurled back into play. The Blacks are pressing. Darkus on the outside. Runs towards the boundary. Pulls the kick across the body. Sinclair, big fly. Couldn't bring it down. Dow's after it at ground level. He'll be joined by Mithen on debut, and the umpire will pay holding the ball. Oh, it's a hot whistle right in front of goal. And this is the moment for Will Mithen. First senior game for the University Blacks. As we mentioned in the pre-game, he's had a knee infection this year that has kept him out of the first half of the season after what was a really impressive pre-season where he featured a few times for the Black senior squad. Game of Rezzies, and he's back in the ones where his brother plays as well as footy club Ben, usually in the reserves. The number 21 out of the Geelong Falcons. He's 10 metres out, directly in front. They'll all get to him if this goes through, which it does.
Oh, huge.
And it's a big goal for the University Blacks, their first of this second term for Keezer. 4-4-28 to D-Lars 2-6-18. 10 points the advantage here at the University main. And the first goal that we've had to the Royal Parade end all day long, Matthew Donald and Hugo Higginbotham.
Yeah, that was there, that free kick, because what happened was, I think it was Fisher went down with a few other deep players around him. He got the ball and he had the other bodies around him and thought that they were the opposition. They weren't. And then Mitham was the first one in there. And he came in quite hard and aggressively, and the umpire paid it. So that was probably a lack of communication there amongst the D-Lar defenders, just to say we need to get this moving. But an important goal. And finally, we broke the duck at the dilapidated stand end of the ground.
And a big congratulations to Will Mitham, the debutant, being the one to get it done. Ball back in the middle, Amendola. Oh, he found a way through the midfield there. The sea's parted for him. Drives it along up towards full forward. That's an excellent mark by Chalkley.
Very brave.
Have no idea how he held on to it, but he did. He saved the day for the Blacks. He looks to go with a short kick up to McKenzie. He goes back to Chalkley, who rebounds out of defensive 50, and another kick to Darkus.
He's been busy, Darkus, hasn't he?
He has. Short kicking up the line. That's a good speared pass up to Moorfield on the wing.
Still 2 kicks from goal from that far wing.
He wants to go down the line,
Yeah.
Moorfield. Eventually, he does set a high kick up towards Rano, who came out crashing.
That's got to be free.
He went, well, he looked like he went early there, but he got pushed out of the contest and will get the free kick.
The D-Lar player wasn't looking at the ball at all, just him coming the other way.
Rano goes with the hand pass off to Darkus again, who spears a pass straight to Healy. That's been turned over, and they'll be able to get out of trouble here. Will D-Lar, and that's gone straight to Rano. So
turnover.
playing a bit of kick-to-kick here. So
Lower
now,
your eyes was a call from the Blacks bench.
so now Rano, this time he's going to kick it long towards full forward, and it's been turned over again. The good mark taken this time by Lingberg, who's going to come out here looking for Williams, who got dealt with. Umpire wave play on. Macbeth was in there, couldn't gather it cleanly, but he goes and applies the tackle. He's a feisty type, Macbeth. The hand pass comes back, and then it was Cassidy. Here's Macbeth once more. He goes short with a kick. This might work out here. Ford's got it now, wants to move it quickly. They've got plenty of space here.
He's
Here's
out.
the big fella, Paddy
no.
Bowen.
He's done the
hammy.
string. He's done the
hammy
string
again.
Oh, no.
And his day's done, Paddy Bowen, you'd reckon. They're going to come out of trouble here, though, Uni Blacks. That's terrible misfortune there for Paddy Bowen.
That's on the full.
And that is on the full. And there's going to be appeals for 50 here. It's all happening at the University Oval. Hard to know where to look. Ford to take the free kick as Bohan is now walking to the bench, and Ford's going to be called to come back over the mark. That's terribly bad luck there for Paddy Bowen, who's looked good on return. But that'll be his 3rd hamstring injury for the season.
Man. Oh, no, he's dropped it.
Oh, and Macbeth has dropped it. He's got to go back and get it now.
Oh.
He's a half fighter. He's been dispossessed here by Macking at the ground level. It's at half forward now. Uni Blacks players converge to try and lock it up. It's come out now to Rouse, who gets half a kick away. Bouncing ball up towards the wing. It's Carvelis who got the hand pass back to Lingberg. He's got to have problems. He's got to deal with Gray. He did pretty nicely in the end. Got the hand pass away to Doherty, who's got a bit of space. Now Stanton, the ruckman, kicks inside, attacking 50. Macking with strong pair of hands. Takes a game of goal-saving mark there for the Uni Blacks. And looks to relieve pressure coming out of the back flank. Paddy.
So Oliver now for the University Blacks, who goes into the corridor for St Clair, who comes to 3 deep. Filipovic brave across the front. Wasn't paid the mark, was he? No. The kick inside 50 the other way, and it's Moorfield who takes the mark 25 metres out, directly in front of goal.
And the D-Lar faithful are going nuts there. They believe that was a mark by Filipovic in the middle of the ground.
Or at least a free kick.
He saw Tom Filipovic as well to add insult to injury, and that's a 50-metre penalty. I think Ryan O'Meara has given that away.
He's just unleashed an absolute barrage, and he's still going towards the umpire as well.
Yeah, Filipovic on hands and knees as Moorfield runs into the open goal square and dribbles through his first of the afternoon. 5-4-34, the University Blacks extend the advantage. D-Lar 2-6-18. So after such an impressive period of play for D-Lar, they fall 16 points behind here in the latter stages of the first half. 27 minutes gone thanks to Keezer in this second term. Filipovic back to his feet and jogging off the University main underneath his own steam. So hopefully just another heavy knock here today, which we've seen a few of. He did have a fair bit of that grab, I'd say. Here you go, Higginbotham.
Yeah, and if not, he was tunnelled under the ball. But anyway, that's a deal I really need to focus now. So I've had a bit of bad luck in the last 5 minutes. I've had big Paddy Bowen, who's done the string when he was tearing into goal, and now that unfortunate incident there.
Rana tapped it down, but it was sharked by Williams, who was tackled all the way by Darkus. And the umpire will call for it once more. We'll get a repeat stoppage. Rana again with the tap away. Carvelis was caught, dispossessed, and a strong tackle there. The umpire waved play on. Doherty trying to crash through. And then there's Fisher. It's come out to Ernest, who had a hand to it. Now Robertson in a bit of space. Loops hand pass over the top to Darkus, who's had a big second term. Comes into the right boot, looks to straighten the kick inside 50. No mark taken. Stewart with the hand pass over to Miller, who's got time to straighten on the right boot. Touch on the boot. The umpire waved play on. And then O'Meara with a hand pass back. Umpire waved play on there as well. Ernest was caught. Robertson with a hack off the ground, didn't go very far. And then an indiscriminate soccer, which was unintended, that's gone and avoided the mud patch there on the boundary line and gone out to play for a boundary throw-in.
Important now, Hugo, that Dealer don't drop the focus after that goal back the other way, because they've had such a good quarter of footy. Be ashamed to let it waste.
Oh, and there's another injury here. Carvelis is limping off the ground with what looks to be some sort of leg injury or perhaps an ankle. Our man Raj Johnson is earning his money at the moment as Palmer goes with a spearing kick. Central kick inside 50 to Moorfield on the lead, who read it well. The kick was weighted perfectly for him, and the skipper can line up for his second in a row.
So a very, very good entry there, and Moorfield read that beautifully. And, you know, it's an interesting stage of the game for D-Lo because they were within 3 points, or I think 4 points a few minutes ago, and it's already blown out to a 16-point lead. So this one would be not good. On the buzzer, it's virtually going to be Matty, one would think.
Well, he's kicked 10-3 for the season, Campbell Moorfield, so he's reliable. He's put that right through the centre. That's a great set shot from Campbell Moorfield. Right on that halftime buzzer, Hugo Higginbotham. That's a dagger for D-La. As we hit the halfway point of this match at University Oval, that makes it 6-4-40, the Uni Blacks. D-La 2-6-18. They kicked the first 2 goals of that second term, D-La. They got it back to within 3 points at one stage, but then the last 3 goals of the term going the way of the hosts. Sees them hold a 22-point advantage going into
quarters as well.
Yeah.
You get that bit of a drop-off where the players get really tired.
Well, it means if they do pull this off, it's going to be a very famous victory for D-La. That's the glass half full approach as this second half begins. Rana and Stanton into the ruck. Rana won it down. Williams hacked it off the ground. So they get the first clearance inside 50 here, D-La, to start this second half. Aleo picks it up here at half back. Diced out of trouble and then goes out towards Loftus, who's got it at half back. Wheels and goes, wastes no time, goes up the line. Strong mark by Gray, who takes on the wing. University side, the far side of the ground. Of course, Uni Blacks kicking to the left of your radio dial, the Swanson Street end of the ground here in this third term. And Gray's kick goes up the line. Fisher looked to thump it towards the boundary line, didn't quite make it. And the umpire instead will call for a ball up at right half forward for the Blacks.
Just give you an indication there. Fisher punches the ball down, and then you've got Williams at the bottom of the pack there. They're 2 so important players for this group at the moment. Such experience.
So Rana flicks it back towards goal. Miller was roving it and was tackled into the fence by Cassidy. Not aggressively though, so no free kick, just a boundary throw.
He actually pulled him up nicely there, didn't he? With much care. Not like the old days.
Very gentlemanly.
Nearly try and put him through it.
So this time a boundary throw in. Rana again getting the tap down. And we'll get another ball up. So our third stoppage here in this congestion. And Paddy, I'll give you to do the honours this time for me, if you'd be so kind.
Thank you, Matty. Right half forward we are for the University Blacks, 22-point leaders, as Amendola's trying to do something about that for D-La. Got the footy through, a whistle in back play for a throw. And Amendola pressing his case.
It's been a few very close ones of throwing today, so maybe the umpire's going to pull that up a little bit.
So Oliver with the free kick, 55 metres out from goal. There is a little bit of a breeze advantage, you'd say, to the Swanston Street end of this ground. It is nominal, but Oliver does have a little bit of a breeze at his back. Goes for Morford in the pocket. Fisher one-on-one, spoils it out of play. No issues whatsoever with making that one. Another stoppage inside 50 here for the Blacks to start this second half. Or for the Clyde Hotel, they are 6-4-40. D-La 2-6-18. goal kickers today. Campbell Moorfield has a couple for the Blacks. Singles to Gray, Chalkley, Palmer and Nithin as this ball is hurled back into play. And it is Moorfield who takes it out of the ruck, handballed it away, pushed off the kick there was Clark. Dow's waiting for it, smacked away from him. Dow goes again on the outside to Loftus, one way then the other. Steps through, Amendola brings him down.
Good tackle.
Took a little bit too long there, did Kane Loftus, and Amendola through left half back for Delar takes the free kick.
He's got no idea where he wants to go, Amendola, so instead he goes to a one-on-one on the opposite side of the ground. Ernest did well to bring it to ground against Rossiter, the youngster, and eventually it is locked up and we'll get a stoppage here on the wing.
He's done well there, Rossiter, to hold that up, because that was not an ideal kick against a larger opponent.
A fair bit of pressure, but he managed it well. He's had quite a good debut to this point. Williams got the hand pass out, high kick up towards half forward, brought to ground. There's my boy Macbeth again. Shaky gets away from the ball and then straight to the right foot with a kick inside 50. Great kick to Brooker, who beat Macking in the air, and that is no mean feat. And Brooker's reward is a look at goals here. He'll be kicking from just outside the paint at 50. Not much of an angle to speak of. It'll be the distance that'll worry him here. But this will be a great start to the second half for De La Salle.
Just shows you the value of fast ball movement forward and then kicking to advantage, because Macking was no chance to get that when that was out to Brooker's front right-hand side. Distance may be an issue here. I reckon you're on the money there, Matty.
Just 2 goals for the season for Brooker. Not a noted goalkeeper. He's got the distance, no worries at all.
Goodness.
Oh, he actually did fall short, but it was pushed across the face of goal anyway. They scored it over the line by Rana for a rush behind.
That was Simon Petch's helicopter.
Yeah, the old potato sack.
2-7-09 Delar, Uni Black 6-4-40. 4 minutes gone here in this third term.
So Robertson towards us then. High kick, St Clair.
Not again.
Brought down in the air by Lingberg.
So rough all day.
Oh, hasn't he?
Went up and pretty much grabbed him by the collarbone there.
Basically.
All's fair. And good to take his kick is St Clair. So he was sore in that first half. He's going to balance his kick for Gray, who leapt, but it was fisted away from him by Stanton. Rana's got a great tackle by Doherty. Rana still got the kick away. It was impeded, and Filipovic, who's recovered from that knock to the shoulder, takes the intercepting mark and spreads it to Miller. So Max Miller, Grocott tries to stop his flow, and they'll move it through left half back here, Delar, but there are no options down the University side wing. No. So this ball should be coming back to Fisher, you'd think. No, it's going to be a high kick down the line, which will frustrate Jake Williams, who was screaming for it on the broadcast side. Macking went for a fly, couldn't bring the ball down. Palmer spreads the handball up to Grocott, who can kick it inside 50. He's tackled as he kicked. It affected the disposal. Not enough, though, for Oliver to be pushed off the footy. He marks 52 metres out. Handball over the top into the pocket. Delar, University Blacks into goal. A shot might have been there from Valpede, and he misses to the right-hand side. So low percentage opportunity, you'd have to say there from the University Blacks. They move to 6-5-41. Delar 2-7-19. 5 minutes gone for the Clyde Hotel in the third.
Just that lack of wanting to take the game on and use that lateral movement out of the back half of the ground when they had players out there. It's just costly for Delar.
So Fisher from the kick in runs his full measure and then drives it out towards the back flank. Big pack of players. Macbeth there at ground level again. He's very good at roving the footy, Macbeth. Goes with the hand pass back, and then Miller with a dribbling kick along the ground looking for Macbeth. It's been turned over though. Now it's on the wing. Look forward again there by Delar, and they might be able to get it away here. They've got space. Williams ran a long way, then looked to clip it into the forward pocket, looking for O'Meara. Was knocked away from him, though, by Clay. Oh. And it's been, it's a risky kick coming out of defence there from the Uni Blacks, and it's been turned over. O'Meara with a kick in board once again, and the diving mark is taken by Basacci, who dived low and clung onto it. And he can line up for goal. Not too dissimilar position to where Brooker was a few minutes ago.
I actually think that was Brooker who kicked it to...
Oh, he wanted to go there, Versace.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
I don't think he's very confident in getting the distance from here, but now he may have no choice but to let fly for goal.
I'd love to see him go barrel here. You don't see that very often anymore, do you?
Well, we did see one a little bit earlier from who was it down the wing from Rouse.
Is that what that was?
He's handed it off to Fisher, who's going to let fly from outside 50. It'll go close! Right on the line. The umpire
let's go! That's a goal!
There.
That was kicked off the ground.
Yeah. It's been off to the ground by Brooker. He had the distance that time. And now we're gonna have a conversation here by the field and goal umpire, because there's appeals for a touch.
They're all getting in on this, the umpires.
Now the boundary umpire. We don't have.
Bring the ball.
We're going to bring the. We don't. Well, we don't have Spike, and we don't have any of the goal line cameras, so we're just relying on the eyes of the umpires here.
Well, I can see that from here. I can see the leg go out and the ball come off the leg.
I reckon this will be a goal.
And it's going to be given. Brooker's got it. I think he'll be credited with the goal there. There are a huge pack of players on the line, but it's the number 22 who got put to ball in the end and just got it through. We'll agree to disagree with the Uni Blacks defenders, but an important goal for D-Lar. 3-7-25 to 6-5-41. 7 minutes gone on the third term scoreboard for the Clyde Hotel. And it's been a good start here from the visitors in this second half. Hugo Higginbotham.
Yeah, it has. The build-up's been a lot better. They're using the ball when they take the game on. It's when they sort of go back into their shells a little bit and just want that long down the line stuff that it makes it easier for the Blacks. So they've got to take this game on. Well, they've got to get in front for starters, but the format's there to use the lateral ball movement, get it away from congestion, and the results on the board. Here we go again.
Filipovic out of the centre of the University main. What a kick! It went about a metre off the ground the whole way, and it punched a hole in the chest of Luke Healy.
He was a bit sore from earlier too. The last thing he needed. But that was an amazing execution off the back of that brilliant clearance. So that was very, very good. And you can just see Filipovic how good player he is, just to read that ball coming through the middle. And that execution was excellent.
So Healy slides to take the chest mark. He's got a 45-degree angle and a 45-metre kick to contend with. He's a left footer. This would be for 2 goals in a row for D-Lar. He's pulled it. He's pulled it. 3 goals, 8-26.
Stabbed at it.
6-5-41, the University Blacks. 11 scoring shots apiece, but a 15-point lead for the University Blacks for the Clyde Hotel.
Mackenzie to Leo, who's going to dice with the boundary line here, and it's out of bounds on the full. There are a couple of Blacks players converging on it. And some advice from the crowd as well.
Colourful too, I think it was.
And it's Cross and Sinclair again here. Sinclair on the mark, Cross to take the kick.
Bit of unstable footing underneath Crossy there.
Oh, yeah, he wants to get on solid ground. Yes. He does so eventually and plays it safe with the kick up the line. Healy coming in from the side, got hands to it. Gray was there. Damashki now robes it. He gets the hand pass across to Fisher, and then one more to Filipovic, and now Amendola, and they're running past is Stewart, who's spearsing into its goal. It's just gone over the head there of Versace. They're peppering away, D-Lar. 3-9-27 to 6-5-41, and they waste no time bringing the ball back into play to the Blacks. Paddy Greenlane.
Moorfield's gone back. He took the kick out, got it to Palmer, past halfway. Fisher pounds that ball into the fence. University side, it'll be thrown in neutral territory, centre wing. So 41 to 27, 12 scoring shots to 11 D-Lar lead, but they're 14 points down in this game of footy. So finishing the story of the day for Nick Highland, you'd think. This has been an impressive start to this third quarter for the Clyde Hotel. Moorfield into the ruck. He's doing everything at the moment, taking on big Tommy Stanton. Another ball up at the feet this time of the rucks. So that skyline still without a cloud here in Parkville. Beautiful day for football. It's been clean. It's been good to watch. Stanton goes for a fly on the attempted tap down. Doherty on the outside for D-Lar. Knocked off his kick. The other way comes Valpede. Has a handball target to the outside. Great tackle. D-Lar hold the ball up momentarily through that Filipovic rundown. Still the ball goes, the umpire lets them play, and now we'll throw it up at right half forward for the Blacks. 41 playing 27 for the Clyde Hotel. Matthew Donald, though the only goal of this quarter to D-Lar sells Jamie Brooker to close the margin.
And they're pressing away. They've done all the scoring pretty much in this third term here of D-Lar as well, and they'll get the free kick out of this contest too. Filipovic to take it at half back. Now, he's tempted to switch it.
Yes, this is better. That's what I was going to say. That's what they need to do, because they've got players out there. They need to chain this out.
He's gone to Fisher and he's gone to Lingberg. He's asked an awful lot of him, and he's had to contend with 2 in the air, and it's been turned over. Oliver can walk into goal here, but instead he goes to pass to Valpede. Did he mark it? No! Umpire wait, play on. I think that's a good call from you, Hugo Higginbotham. It was very close. It might have just been a half volley.
Yeah, it was.
Fred Valpede is not barracking for himself at all in that decision-making, so that indicates a fair bit.
He pleads no contest as the ball is tossed up again. Lingberg is there, comes out to Gray's hand pass, was charged down by Stewart, gets a hat kick out of defence, and here's Macbeth once again, who's been lively in this third term. He got the leg break there, did Healy. Rode by Macking, out to Chalkley, he's caught. Gets a hand pass to Robertson, who had a fumble, back to Chalkley. He's got to contend with Macbeth. He gets it to Moorfield over the top to a layout. D-Lar not going away! And then it's a strong tackle there by O'Meara. They're really in the hunt now, the visitors. They are up for this, D-Lar. They are well and truly in the hunt here.
It certainly are. There's a lot of feeling out there amongst the boys.
The pressure is bouncing from one to the next, and it comes to Filipovic once again, who goes with a kick up towards half forward, free for a hold. going to
Away Macking.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
May
Okay.
Macking, but no advantage.
Yes.
So the high-flying 26 will take the kick. Booker, the man, the mark.
He's been excellent down there today, Macking, hasn't he? He's been very busy.
So between wing and half-back away, who has been forced to fight pretty hard.
Holding
Goes in the
there again.
Sinclair direction. Oliver there also. Free kick going to Ben Oliver.
Kane Rossiter pleading that he had his head, but
Heard from his Auskick coach that he's good on the lip. Kane
yes,
Rossiter.
very good.
Darkest Ham will receive. Barrels the kick inside
was
50
touched.
off the fingers. Valpede. Cassidy was knocked off the ball. Brooker should take the mark. There's a Blacks player down in back play. Looks to be Jack Cassidy. Slow to his feet.
He's holding his head there for a moment.
Brooker between wing and half back up the line. Healy fisted away from him by McKenzie, and the big V defender picks up the footy, then lost control of it. Healy goes again, tries to feed it backwards to Williams, who wants the boundary and gets it in front of us, broadcast wing. Neutral territory.
You're mentioning away Macking, Hugo. What I love about what D-Lar have done today, they've kept him accountable. They've kept someone on him. They haven't let him run free and do what he does best. They've made sure to keep him honest all day.
yeah, tough job too.
Throw-in didn't quite make the rucks. Rana and Stanton. Clark barrelling through the contest. Didn't emerge with the football. Williams made sure of that. Cassidy involves himself and it will be thrown up directly in front of us, centre wing at the University main. 41 plays 27 for the Clyde Hotel. The Blacks in front.
I know it's cliche, but it feels like the next goal now, and this game is really, really important.
Next goal
depending on
wins,
how
buddy,
it
you
goes.
reckon?
Oh, I don't know about that yet. I'm not prepared to go that brave just yet.
Go on, I dare you.
But, we close the gap to 8 points here with another goal to D-Lar. I know they're down to 2 on the bench, and it still looks like there's only 2 that are kitted up and ready to go for D-Lar on the bench. That could be the end of Carvallis as well for the day,
Yeah.
Steve Carvallis, as well as Paddy Bohan as well, which we all saw with that hamstring in the second term. Meanwhile, the ball's gone out of play, a boundary throw in. Rucks let it bounce, and Rana grabbed it out. Hand passed it out. Stewart slapped it forward straight to Aleo, who gets a kick away up towards half forward. Oh, great mark by Cross. He read that well, going back with the flight, and gets the hand pass away to Lingberg, who provides a bit of drive out of halfback. Going up towards Macbeth, the shortest bloke on the ground. He has to go and apply the tackle there on Loftus. Loftus was a bit too strong for him though in the contest. Got the hand pass away, but it's been turned over. Maxi Miller running onto it now. Looks to go inside 50. It's gone over there to Brooker and Macking, both misreading it in the air. Don't say that too often to Macking. And then Healy, tackled. He's made into the post there. Don't see that too often
Clay,
either.
bit soft.
Clay, yeah.
No, wasn't much in that. I think he actually pulled up on that one. He could have gone a lot harder.
Bit of Hodge on Wingard stuff back in the day.
Yes, but just that entry before, that was just a highlight of how D-Lar fallen down a bit today. Just those forward entries, just not finding the targets.
So 14-point game. D-Lar pressing. Healy into the ruck against Rana. Trying to bustle his way through there was Ford. It's all pretty desperate in tight. Ida and Damashki waiting for it. Right, left half forward. Doherty does a 360, falls over, kicks it back towards the hot spot. O'Meara's there. Brooker, great fist. It came late. Might have been Rouse or Chalkley over the top, and now Loftus, big tackle of Williams.
Oh, your
Still
man.
they roll. Macbeth!
There's Macbeth!
Got it!
There's Matty! Oh, the double fisted from you, Matty, as well. Up and about.
A timely moment for Macbeth. 33 plays 41. D-Lar cut it back to 8 points. 15 and a half gone for the Clyde Hotel in this third quarter. 13 scoring shots to 11. D-Lar just moving ahead in that number, but they're just getting closer and closer. It's a forward half game for them at the moment.
I think Matty said next goal wins, didn't he? We both heard it. I think there might be something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
There's actually just a blue on the ground before between a D-Lar player and the runner, but it's okay because they're brothers. It's both the Philippines.
That's correct.
They're giving it to each other.
They're twins.
Yeah, they are too.
You'd think they'd be able to communicate without Seb rather having to run out in the field. So he hurt his shoulder, I believe it was, in the Scotch game. So he's done for the year. So helping out Nick Hyland by running some drinks and some messages.
So Stanton with the tap down. Now Loftus is going to run onto it, being harassed by Ita. And now ball's in dispute. I did say at the very least the next goal's important. But it's gone the way of D-Lar.
Every goal's important.
They all do help, don't they?
Yeah.
It's 8 points at University Oval. Who would have predicted this coming into the match? D-Lar fighting bravely down to 2 on the bench. They've kicked the only 2 goals of this second half to this point. Ball comes out now to Stewart. Then Miller with a hand pass to Lingberg, who drives up towards centre half forward. Good kick for Williams, who takes it on the second grab. And he had Rossiter running past with a hand pass. Now Williams looks to switch it across the face of goal. Dangerous kick. It's hit the deck though, and they've maintained possession. Damashki's kick was smothered going inside 50. He's going to go and get it again. Damashki goes with a hand pass to Amendola, who's got time to straighten.
Amendola!
Sets for home. It's another one for Dealer.
They're coming.
Here come Dealer. Salle, Hugo. That's 3 in a row. It's the magic number we speak of at the comeback. Every serious comeback has 3 in a row.
Really?
Yep.
Right.
For a comeback to be serious, Hugo, you need 3 in a row, and that's what they've got in this second half of D-Lars Salle. And it is back to 2 points at University Oval.
You're just happy because your next goal win calls.
It's looking good, isn't it? It's looking good now.
There's a lot to play up. Yeah, you might be on the money there. No, but they're playing with a lot of feeling and they're using the ball well and they're moving it fast too. They've gone away from, look, they can still tidy up a few things, but they've gone away from that slow play, which really hurts them. Ooh,
Righto, so big
punch.
finish to this third term. Rana's had enough of this. He fists it clear of the centre bounce. Stanton, though, through Amendola. Tila come again. The kick past halfway. O'Meara's there. Aleo at the footy. Williams got him, holding the ball.
Williams, he's an important player for D-Lar, isn't he?
He and Macbeth in this term.
Yeah.
Seriously, have been really
Well,
good.
that move of Williams through that higher half forward, that's been key.
Inside 50, Williams goes. Brooker is there. Macking cuts it down and comes
he's
down
hurt
limping.
himself.
It's a kick that was pretty much destined for him from the boot of Williams. He looks to be carrying on. Macking, that's a nice kick to St Clair through left half back. So the Blacks, I think they just need to take some sting out of this game momentarily. They need to do some scoring. 6-5-41 plays 5-9-39 for the Clyde Hotel. Moorfield and Fisher in a 1-on-1. It won't make them. Stanton fades across the front. Couldn't take the mark. Stanton takes the tackle. Mithen brings him down in front of us between wing and half forward for the Blacks. Broadcast side. 2-point game of footy. Closest it's been since the very start. Hugo and Matthew.
Very exciting. Playing some good footy here, so Blacks really need to consolidate.
22-point leaders at half-time, the Blacks. It's back to 2. Filipovic, he kicks out of the contest, or it was
Kane
boy,
Rossiter.
Kane Rossiter. It's cut down. Xavier Chalkley takes the mark, defensive side of the wing for the Blacks.
They want to push up, get a bit of territory here, the Blacks. Just try and take the sting out of this, as you say, Paddy. It's been all D-Lar the last few minutes of this term. Stewart there at half-back. He's caught a strong tackle, and that should be a ball up. It is. 19 minutes gone here in this third term on the Clyde Hotel scoreboard.
Hasn't been a lot of front half footy for the Blacks, has it?
No. I'd say at least for the last 15 minutes it has been all D-Lar in this third term. Ernest. And there's Macbeth taking it over the line for a boundary throw in. His energy has been really important in this third term, Macbeth. I know we've talked a lot about him.
So I'm just noticing, Hugo, Jake Williams is the deepest forward now for D-Lar Salle, and it's Sasha Damashki they've pushed up to the contest.
Here's Stanton. We've got the tap down initially. Ida crashed through, got the hand pass away back to Stanton, who wants to take him on. He's dispossessed. Amendola with the hand pass across. They got a bit of space here now. D-Lar kick up the line. Looking there, nice little hand pass there from O'Meara, looking for Macbeth, who just about got it away. Ford used the body well. Umpire Wade play on. Clark with a hand pass over the top, bouncing ball. Now Chalkley's got a problem. He's dispossessed. Macbeth charging through. He lost it at the last as well. Chalkley looking for O'Nest. The hand pass comes out now. There's Hugo's boy Kane. Once again, it's Macbeth. That's 3. And then he goes short inside 50. Here's Williams again. Has he got the distance? He doesn't look to go for goal. He looks to pass it. Great mark coming across the face of goal. Palmer's done so well there. Saved the day for the Uni Blacks. And he drives the kick out to Chalkley, who takes a strong grab right in front of the interchange gates at half-back. And then comes inboard with a risky kick to Clark, but it works and he's got it. And they'll just slow things down once again.
Massive there from Ty Palmer, fading across the front of Brooker it looked to be. Oliver now for the Blacks between wing and half back. This has been a thrilling 10 minutes of football. D-Lar have come rattling back into it. Oliver kicks for touch for Ernest, who went for an early fly. Got to be a free. So Doherty will take it. Centre wing broadcast side. Shadows lengthening now. Into time on third term. Crunch time for D-Lar. Long kick for Williams. Off fading is Oliver. Coming over the top was Stanton. Oliver held on.
That's a really important mark because I'm just seeing away Macking. I can't see him out in the field. Is he?
Yeah, he's on the
down
bench.
To the bench?
I think he rolled his ankle in that last mark. because he came away from it very ginger.
Oliver high past centre wing. Ernest takes a spillage and goes through the middle of the University main. Loftus brought down by Miller.
Ball.
Max Miller.
And they're off.
They're off to the races, Dealer. Damashki pushes it ahead to Ida. Open forward half. Ida just holds for now. Now he'll go towards right half forward over the head of Stanton into the waiting mitts of Mackenzie, who dropped the mark. Stanton picks it back up. He's dispossessed. Still they roll. Dealer pushing desperately inside 50. The Blacks having to use all of their defensive nous to push this ball out. Chalkley down the far side wing. His kick is cut down, and Stanton takes the mark for Dealer.
And what's going on here? Stanton's...
He's just
Stuart's got it, rather.
Oh, Stuart, rather, sorry.
Short with a great kick to Healy, a dart. Now Healy's too far out to score. This has been the kick, and there's a push over there.
No.
Umpire wave play on straight away, and it stayed in. Aleo's got it now, recovers it, and goes out towards half back. Straight to Healy, though. Now he still might be too far out to score here, Luke Healy.
What he wants to do is put it deep, though. Put it to the square, put it to a dangerous spot.
Give his forwards a chance to fly to Healy. Goes looking for O'Meara.
Good mark.
And that is another good mark. Tell you what, this defence has stood up well in the last few minutes. At time it was Angus Rana drifting in behind to take the intercept mark.
That's what they're famous for, those intercept marks.
They're standing up well in the absence of away macking in these last few minutes. Another kick, that time it was Stewart there who got hands to it. It's come out now. Filipovic was there, but it's been turned over. Valpede's away. He takes a bounce. He runs laterally. He fans it out to Ernest on this near side of the ground, rather. He's got time to run onto it. He's got some separation on his man. Ross it up. The hand pass inboard is a dangerous one. And then Kane applies the tackle. The Dealer away supporter in raptures. They have congregated. They are making plenty of noise here at University Oval. They believe. They definitely believe here. It's still a 2-point ball game. We are well into time on now in this third term. Tap towards the boundary line as it stayed in. I think
It was over the line. Everyone stopped except for the umpire.
Amendola and Filipovic were just sort of looked at each other and thought, should we take it out? Should we give it in? No, let's take it out. A bit of a team meeting there in the middle of the ground.
They all need a break. It's been a frenetic quarter of 40, 24 minutes gone in the third. Still a 2-point lead for the Blacks, just holding on. Brooker throws a fist at it from the restart. And here goes Stewart. The handball was at the bootlaces of Damashki. It was too hot for him. And now Ernest on the outside for the Blacks. Picks up the footy beside the boundary line. Awkward looking left foot pass will work out okay. St Clair
Lost
leapt
it in the
early.
sun.
Couldn't pick up the footy. Lingberg, Amendola and Dealer will work it out inside defensive 50. The kick's high. Oh, Damashki and Rana. The tallest man and the shortest man on the field combine. Eventually Cassidy. Darkest on that right. Puts it inside 50. Moorfield or St Clair. Fisher with the fist. Dow to the right hand side. Max Dow snaps. It's bending for a goal.
Oh, huge goal.
Huge goal from Max Dow. And it's one that the Blacks desperately needed. 7-5-47. They lead De La Salle 5-9-39. 25-minute mark of the third term for the Clyde Hotel. 8-point lead re-established by the University Blacks. Max Dow's on the board today. He becomes their 6th goal kicker. 8-point lead. So things very tight. Steve, De La still with 2 more scoring shots, which is pretty much the indicator, I think, Hugo Higginbotham for Hit IQ about how this game has been going so far.
Yeah, it has. They've had the majority of the quarter played in their half, Dealer, and Blacks haven't seen too much of it down there, but they're just a dangerous forward and a dangerous spot there as well, and a beautiful execution, and it was speed of ball movement off the back of that turnover.
Dealer coming, but they've got to be guarded here in the latter stages of this third term. Williams was, well, the hand pass from Brooker was looking for Williams. Williams has applied a great tackle there, and he's been rewarded. Pin the arm.
Chicken wing.
Strong stuff there from Jake Williams. He gets the free kick. So they'll be able to set themselves to the chance inside 50 here. Williams, who's had an excellent game today, but particularly in this third term.
Great kick.
Drives it looking for Fisher, who marks inside 50. He got away from Macking, or Ida rather, sorry. There's too many of them out there, Hugo.
Got confused by the haircuts there. The lack thereof.
But there's no confusion about D-Lar's third term. They've been excellent today.
I think I just heard someone from D-Lar call him mini fish.
It's an opportunity for Tom Ida. He's only kicked 1 this season. Wouldn't he love to double his tally here? He'll kick from just outside 50. He's kicked it high. He's kicked it across the face. Won't quite have the carry, although it's not back into the field of play. It's Macbeth again. Macbeth has kicked it across the face. He's missed everything. And it's gone out of play for a boundary throw-in, but they continue to press Dealer.
They are.
26 and a half gone in this third term. 7-5, 47 Uni Blacks. 5-9, 39 De La Salle. It's on the Clyde Hotel scoreboard. Paddy Grinley, the visitors pressing once more.
Biscacci and Rana. The young man Biscacci did well. Ida went flashing through, couldn't get the footy. O'Meara tackles. Macbeth hacks a kick high. 3-on-1, favouring the Blacks. Mackingman in front. Should be paid. The mark will be.
Yeah.
Had Biscacci trying to wrestle the Sharon off him. And Macking will go into the back pocket for Clark. And I think if the Blacks are to win this game of footy today, he's got a bit on his nose there, James Clark.
Got the nose strapped.
Well, he came off with the blood rule earlier in the game.
But if they're to win this, Hugo, I do think of the intercept defence in the last 15 minutes for the Blacks. It has stopped the D-Lar onslaught on a few occasions. Macking doing the job there. Hot light kick towards us. Rana had it fisted away by Cross. Cassidy and Sinclair fight for the same footy for the Blacks. Moorfield goes towards Grocott, who's got the space on Lingberg. Flings a shoe at it. Straight into the waiting hands of Doherty, who dices the kick towards the corridor. Rouse big tackle on Macbeth, and it will be thrown up attacking side of the wing for the University Blacks. 27 and a half now gone in this third term for the Clyde Hotel. It's the Blacks by 8 points.
So Damashki's got a problem here just from this stoppage, and it's Cassidy who rolls it, gets the kick towards half forward. The bounce eludes Sinclair. Well done there by Lingberg. Said, get out of my way, Sinclair. And he goes with a kick up towards the wing. No one able to take the mark. It's Rouse who sets it back towards half forward. And Sinclair this time holds on. He's been trying to take a good mark today, Tom Sinclair. He's finally held on to one. Good diving mark, about 55 metres out from goal.
He's a really long kick,
He's going to wheel and go, Sinclair. It's a floaty, a wobbly kick, and it's nearly worked. It's bounced off the chest there, and it's gone towards the pocket. Great tackle applied there by Valpede, and he's been rewarded.
He's very fast, Valpede.
Valpede has speed, and now he's got the free kick. He'll be in the left forward pocket. He'll be on a tight angle. He'll be kicking from about 35 metres out. And there will not be long to go in this third term by the time he lets fly.
I reckon there'll be no time left in this third term.
Oh, on the buzzer.
There will be no time at all.
Oh, good grief.
So, Uni Blacks kicked one just on the halftime siren to push the lead out to 22 points. Can Valpede extend the lead to 14 at three-quarter time with a similar kick?
There it is.
Yes, he can. He can indeed. It's Footscray's very own Freddie Valpede once more on the scoreboard for the first time in the game. And yet again, the Uni Blacks kick a crucial one on the buzzer. Campbell Moorfield at halftime, Freddie Valpede at three-quarter time. And as we turn for home on the scoreboard here for the Clyde Hotel, it is 8-5, 53 the Uni Blacks. De La Salle 5-9, 39, a 14-point lead to the Blacks. A couple of timely goals late in the term as the visitors closed in.
And we'll hear all about it from the University Blacks coach Dale Bauer. Fourth quarter is for Bendigo Bank Private Banking. You're in the hands of Matthew Donald.
Well, it's now or never for University Blacks if they want finals. They've got to win this match. They start with a 14-point lead at the beginning of this final term. Amendola spinning out of trouble. Stolen by Valpede, who on the left boot spears it in towards full forward. Moorfield was there. Got hands to it. Couldn't complete the mark. It's coming out for Grocott.
That's a goal. That's a goal.
Scores! Lightning fast start for the Blacks. And it's Matty Grocott who finds the target for the first time today. The Blacks' leading goal scorer comes up trumps when they needed it most. And it's now a 20-point lead in the blink of an eye at this final turn. 9-5, 59, 5-9, 39. 20-point lead to the Blacks. That's the final quarter scoreboard for Bendigo Bank Private Banking. Matty Grocott's 27th goal of the season. And Hugo Higginbotham for hit IQ.
Well, I can see every Blacks coach claiming that move of Freddie Valpede into the middle because first clearance, straight down and a goal. So that was amazing. You can just see the speed he has coming out of there.
So the University Blacks, in the blink of an eye, 20-point leaders once more. Let's see what D-Lar have to respond with. Amendola wades his way through the centre circle, gave it to Williams, deep inside 50, reaching his Healy. He was held by Clay. No, he held Clay.
All right, okay.
A bit of fullback, full forward lotto. Billy Clay won't mind. It takes the free kick from the last line for the Blacks and goes broadcast side. Sinclair from three deep will fly. No, couldn't bring it down. Taken by Miller. Quickly to Filipovic. His handball missed Williams. Valpede flashes through. Then he was brought down by Filipovic. Umpire called play on. Filipovic goes again. He's got Stewart. Williams dived on that footy. Got it loose. Stewart goes again. Keeps it low inside 50. O'Meara Takes the mark. 40 metres out from goal. Left half forward, 45-degree angle. So he's going to line up Ryan O'Meara for a chance at his first of the afternoon. He's sore, we know that.
He's very sore. He could barely even bend down and pick the ball up then.
He's got to kick at 40 metres max, so his second, rather. Or Ryan. Needs to kick this, you'd think, to keep D-Lar close. To cut it back to a 14-point lead. Ryan O'Meara stabs it and stabs it through. 2 goals in 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. 1 to the Blacks, 1 to D-Lar. We're back to a 14-point advantage. 9-5-59, the University Blacks. 6-9-45, D-Lar Salle, the fourth quarter scoreboard for Bendigo Bank Private Banking, a platinum sponsor and long-time supporter of the University Blacks, coming up on 17 years of support. Hugo Higginbotham for Hit IQ.
That was on the back of some very solid work from Rob Amendola in the contest there, and an excellent execution by Josh Stewart, who is a under-19s kid as well. So they're providing a fair bit for D-Lar today.
Both rucks got a tap to it there, and it's walked away here by Loftus, who spears it inside 50. Oh, great spoil there by Cross at the last. It's denied a certain mark inside 50. Then Doherty with a hand pass. Intercepted here by Gray. Tucked up against the boundary line. What does he do? His kick was smothered. Well done by Fisher, who's now on hands and knees. Looks to get the hand pass out towards the boundary line. There are appeals for insufficient intent, but Kane Rossiter was there. And the umpire said, no, we'll toss it back into the field in play instead. And this will all happen at left half forward for the Blacks.
They're controversial, those decisions, aren't they? They're an opinion-based one, I think.
Yes.
It's a very, very hard one to ascertain yes or no.
They can be reasonably divisive. Here's Valpede, got the hand pass from Rana, screws it around the body inside 50. Moorfield and Fisher were both there, and then Fisher gets it out towards Dean Johns, and his kick just fortuitously lands in the lap of Stanton, who marks it half back. That one could have gone anywhere, but it's worked for D-Lar.
There were 3 Blacks players either side of Stanton.
And
it just
turned
fell
it over anyway.
right in his lap. He's given away though to Rana, Matty.
Yeah, he's opposite number, the number 17, and Angus Rana. He's been good today in the ruck. It's been a good battle between those two. So Rana just hoists it back inside 50 into the pocket. St Clair was there, got hands to it.
He's paid the mark there.
Did he pay the mark or has he paid it under the full?
I think it was the mark. I reckon he punched that and then took it as it came down.
Lingberg, yeah, I think he did.
Well, it was a great effort then by Lingberg. The kick not so good, although no mark has been taken, and they'll get a stoppage here outside of defensive 50, D-Lar, so not the end of the world.
So 4.5 minutes down in this final term for Bendigo Bank Private Banking. Ball thrown in the air at left half forward for the University Blacks. Will get a free kick out of the ruck, going the way of Angus Rana. He's got Clark leaking alongside him. Wants the footy. Rana's going to take it himself. Kicks it inside 50. Loftus is in the hole. Miller makes him earn it. Punches it clear. Skip past Inner on the bounce. Taken here by the Blacks. On the outside, Chalkley finds Moorfield at right half forward. He's got eyes darting inside 50. Grocott in the pocket. Sinclair behind him. Oh, they got in each other's way a little bit. Lingberg took it out of bounds, surely.
Oh, that's on the full.
And the boundary umpire from a long way away called it. So it will be thrown in right forward pocket for the University Blacks.
I think Sinclair just lost sight of where the footy was there.
Yeah, it was Grocott coming back with the flight, and then Sinclair coming up to it.
But that was just a communication thing. Sinclair should have called himself in for that, or either called Grocott in, so they had a decisive go at it rather than just that hand in the air that caused trouble.
So a chance maybe from the stoppage. Moorfield into the ruck. Darkus is sprinting around behind the contest. Oliver tries to get through. Amendola makes sure he's going nowhere. It'll be thrown up 35 metres out from the University Blacks goal, Matty.
So they've had the territory in this final term of the Blacks. 1 goal apiece though. This hand pass has come out to Valpede, who was quick to get it to Cassidy, who's going to loop it back towards Moorfield, who was caught. Umpire Wade play on. Another hand pass out there from Darkus. Kick's been smothered. Still all in dispute here. Valpede's running around there. Appeals for a high. The umpire play on and eventually called for a stoppage.
I think blindsided there.
They certainly were. They certainly were.
Wrong side of the contest.
So scrappy footy in this opening 6 minutes of this final term. There's a lot on the line for the Uni Blacks. It's coming out of Cassidy, who gets away. Goes with the outside of the right boot! And it's cooked away at the last. It looked on track for a while and drifted late. Minus score. 9-6 plays 6-9. It's a 15-point lead. 6.5 gone in the final term for Bendigo Bank Private Banking. And Paddy Greenlay is with myself, Matthew Donald.
You usually see a bit of reverse swing sometimes at University Main in cricket season, not quite with the football. That one swung both ways from off the boot of Cassidy as Aleo takes an intercepting mark. Far side of the Uni Main. Dying sunshine here in Parkville. Not a cloud in the sky, though. It's been a beautiful day for footy. Inside 50 goes Aleo. St Clair waited for it at the back. Steele might pick it up along the boundary line. He's got Doherty and Fisher. And Fisher just throws him out of bounds.
Yet again, he hits the ground there, St Clair. Oh, boy.
He's earned his visit to the Clyde Hotel tonight, Tommy Sinclair. Well, about 6 ice packs on, I think. Very sore indeed. Thrown back in. 25 metres out from the Black Skull. They've dominated territory these last 5 or 6 minutes. Williams couldn't pick up a slippery footy. Clark grabbed him and pushed him in the back. So a free kick going the way of Jake Williams. In the right back pocket for D-Lar. It's a 15-point ball game. 9-6-60 plays 6-9-45. We're 7.5 minutes down in this final term thanks to Bendigo Bank Private Banking.
So Williams goes the kick out towards the back flank. Umpire wave play on. The hand pass has been intercepted there by Doherty, who just throws it on the right boot up towards the wing. Back in with a big fly. And another great mark from away wagging.
Yeah.
The chief interceptor.
He certainly is.
To Chalkley. Not going to put any tag on that mark. It was just a good mark. He goes back to Macking. That's elementary for him, an uncontested mark. Drives it up the line towards half forward. Rana and was in front position, knocked away by Stanton. The hand pass comes to Rana, who kicks inside 50. Darkus was worried out of it by Stewart, who did well. And then the hand pass comes out for Doherty, who's tracking close to the line. Williams, his hand pass is intercepted by Aleo and out of play for a boundary throw in. And Hugo Hickenbotham, we've talked about D-Lar being down on the bench.
Yes.
Having to do all this defending will sap further energy from D-Lar in this final term.
It certainly will, because you're chasing the whole time and it's very physical and you just don't get that break. So they'll have to rotate on the ground.
Shallow throw in, taken out of the air by Stanton, who got it to Amendola. His handball was impeded. Back to Stanton. It's okay for D-Lar. Williams has got it. He makes good decisions. Goes inside to Damashki, who takes it on the bounce. One more handball over the top. Cross wades his way through a tackle of Chalkley. And D-Lar through the middle of the Uni Main. Doherty to Brooker. Big fist Macking. Gained about 10 metres. Knocked it to the advantage there of Robertson, who was decked. Might have been Doherty again, who had to really earn his keep there. Or Damashki, as Robertson came charging through. Ball up the call by the umpire. Half forward for D-Lar. Stanton pushes Rana out of the way. Inching kick forward. Damashki tumbles it inside 50. A pair of one-on-ones deep out in front of goal. Oh, nearly. O'Meara had a chance. Now he's battling with McKenzie. Sam McKenzie would do well to get this over the white line, and for a throw-in for the University Blacks, he does. Right forward pocket for D-Lar. 60 playing 45. Tell you what, away Macking, season high 13 disposals this year against the Eldzavarians back in round 11. I reckon he's had a fair few more than that today. He's been super.
He'd be nearly double figures in intercept marks.
So Rana and Brooker, this will favour Rana as it doesn't make the two rucks. It's another shallow throw in. Williams leapt in the air. He got tackled off his kick by Cassidy. The umpire waved them to play, and Valpede will bail out the Blacks.
He does with a wobbly kick out towards the wing. Bit of space here for Miller, who gets around one and around two. Gives it, and he's going to get it back here from Amendola. No, he's not. Great tackle. The umpire waved play on. Come out now to Miller. Strong tackle. You're right there, Hugo. The umpire allowing play to go on. And then forward with the tackle locks things up, and it's a ball up at centre-half forward for D-Lar Salle.
Rob Amendola had to give that first option there, and they were away. Just tried to do a little bit too much and was probably lucky not to get done for holding the ball, because the bloke slapped it out of his hand. He's
been prepared to take on the tackle a fair bit in this last term, Amendola. Aleo with the tackle there, and Filipovic. Just keeping an eye on Macbeth as well, who hasn't been signed in this last quarter, but is just hanging off the stoppage here, spending a bit more time forward in this final stanza. Rana with the tap down. Here's Miller. Oh, his kick was smothered. It's bounced out now. Williams was in there. And then a clearing kick for Uni Blacks. Gets up the ground. Lands fortuitously in the hands of Grocott. He's got men out the back here. Moorfield's got separation on. Fisher, he marks. He plays on. And he dribbles it home. What a breakaway goal from the Blacks. From one end to the other in the blink of an eye. And it's finished off by the skipper, Campbell Moorfield. And he's got 3. And the margin's back out to 19 points here on the Bendigo Bank Private Banking scoreboard. 10-6-66 Uni Blacks And De La Salle 6-9-45, 11.5 gone in this final term.
For hit IQ, that's a season-high 3 goals for Campbell Moorfield. He's loving life as a forward, Hugo Higginbotham.
Yes, well, it seems to be working quite well down there. What he does is he takes the best defender as well. So to kick 3 on, Sean Fisher, who's one of the best in the competition, who's been wrestling for a long time, that's good. And it's starting to click for him down there.
So back to 21 points, the University Blacks lead. De-La running out of time. Haven't led this game all day long. Loftus from the middle of the ground, a handball burst through the hands of Rana. Valpede imposes himself. Rana kicks it back inside 50. St Clair held off the contest. Fisher comes up at it. Moorfield's out in the goal square. They need to be careful here, De-La. They're not. Dean Johns couldn't pick it up. Palmer back inside. Mithun.
What a goal.
Goal!
What a goal.
And that's a bit of a backbreaker. 11-6-72, the University Blacks. 6-9-45, De La Salle. 27 points is now the advantage. It's a game-high lead for the Blacks, who look at the moment, Hugo Higginbotham, for hit IQ, to have staved off a stern challenge from De La.
Yeah, they have. They've started to flex their muscle a little bit. A couple of good moves. Valpede in the middle has been very good. He's been in the middle of every contested ball and just using his speed, but they've been able to defend really well around the ground, and they've started the forward line working really well. They're kicking, kicked accurately too, which always helps. 11-6, that's very good from your forwards.
Vital brace from Will Mithun on debut. But it's going to be Amendola who gets it away to Ida, who just about got the hand pass away out towards half forward. Now Ford trying to come out and meet it. He's taken a good tackle there by Cassidy. The ball not clear. Still at half forward here for De La Salle. And now the umpire should lock it up. Spoke with Dale Bauer. And now he's been keen to get Will Mithun in the team. He's had a lot of injury issues this year as Will. We see exactly now why he's been so keen to get him in the side. He's played a crucial role up forward today. Free kicking advantage taken. The 1-2 there from Ernest, who kicks it up towards half forward. And then here he is again, Mithun on cue.
What a kick.
What a pass
What a
inside
kick.
50. Excellent in front of goal, and his field kicking is every bit that too. So he's kicked 2, Will Mithun, and he's every chance of setting up another one here in this final term. Matt Grocott this time, who himself has got a goal in this final term too. He can add to his tally here with a brace also.
Just telling him winning that clearance there before. So you win the clearance, kick to advantage, and excellent skills by Mithun there. He's been a very good inclusion, hasn't he, Matty? I think you're getting around him a bit.
He was very good. He's been terrific today. Grocott coming in
Oh,
now.
lovely kick.
That kick is going to push it close to the line.
That's a goal.
But I reckon he's just got it. He has. Matty Grocott with his second. And if the last goal from Will Mithun wasn't the backbreaker, you'd think that one from Matt Grocott certainly is his second. It's now a 33-point advantage to Uni Blacks. It feels harsh on De La Salle, but the hosts have made the most of their opportunities. 12-6-78 to 6-9-45. That's on the final quarter scoreboard for Bendigo Bank Private Banking. And our special comments for Hit IQ, here's Hugo Higginbotham.
So just an excellent clearance and then release to advantage, move the ball forward fast. But that kick by Mithun, that was a just pinpoint perfection for the young lad. So very, very good.
So now the story for the Blacks with a 33-point lead is how far can they extend this margin, because percentage very important when it comes to the finals race in William Buck Premier. More on that in a moment. So we're back underway in the centre. The ball through contest makes its way to the far side wing where Jack Cassidy's a tackling machine. He's holding this ball up beneath him. Around the grounds for Partners Wealth Group as the umpire waits to throw this one in the air. We've got 2 very close games. St Kevin's and Collegians. It's currently the Scobbers by 2 points. And Old Haileybury and the University Blues. That game is a 7-point game. The Bloods in front. We'll be taking you through the finishes to all the games in William Buck Premier as this ball is forced forward for De-La. Macking holds front position. He's taken to the deck rather strongly. And the ball will be thrown in the air, attacking side of the wing here for De-La.
Been very good, Mackie. He's been consistent the 4 quarters for the Blacks. It's going to be an interesting conversation for the Skins Player of the Day, boys.
Amendola pulled off the footy by Ernest. You're not wrong, Hugo Higginbotham. You could throw a blanket over a couple of them, I reckon. Ernest handball's loose. Filipovic picks it off, though, for De-La and through Doherty and Amendola. They'll force it to the outside. Rossiter, the debutant, puts that one in the air, and Ida does well to bring it down for De-La. Outer side wing, bathed in sunshine here. It's still a 33-point lead for the University Blacks.
I reckon there's even a few De-La players who could make a genuine case for being player of the match today. That kick's gone over the head of everyone and intercepted by McKenzie on the half-back flank. He's going to go short to Robertson at fullback. He's got Oliver. He's got a spear pass in the centre of the ground. Great trap by Mithun, hasn't he? Had a good game today. And then he straightens on the right boot up towards half forward. Target there was Oliver, gone away from him, or Sinclair rather.
Oh,
scooting away inside 50. It's a goal. Well, it does.
Yes.
A mark on the line.
By
And then
Moorfield.
Moorfield plays on. And he's got 4. So he's gone right past this season best, Campbell Moorfield. He's played a big hand up forward today for the Blacks.
Been the story of the day, hasn't it? Backing down back and Moorfield up forward for the Blacks. They've been consistent 4-quarter performers.
I can say this now because we were having a chat with him pre-game, Hugo, and he was saying, I always feel like I'm a bit of a decoy. He's kicked 4 goals.
It's not a bad decoy.
Decoy suits him all right.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the percentage question now. So they come into this game, the Blacks, with a percentage of 87.7, which is by far the worst percentage of the top 6 teams in top flight. So they really need to start improving that. If a finals race is to come down to percentage, they'd probably lose out. So they need to keep going here. 39 points up on Dilar, who are short-handed on the bench. Looks like just the 2 rotations, Damashki and Amendola off the ground at the moment, so they need to make the most of it. In what's been a closer game than the scoreboard suggests. Inamisti's soccer inside 50 will be forced to lay a tackle, and the umpire comes in to throw the ball in the air. They've kicked the 5 goals this quarter in 17 minutes. The Blacks to really open it up and take the whip hand. They'll be winners tonight. They'll force it past halfway. Big spoil by Cross on Mithun. Did well to pick up the footy. The handball was a little bit dangerous in nature. Filipovic did well. Got it to Ida in the centre of the University main. That's a mung kick in truth. Straight to the chest of O'Meara though, fortuitously. Inside 50, nice ball to Healy, who finds a pocket of space. Luke Healy has a chance to open his scoring account today. Presented well. 2 goals for Ryan O'Meara, but none for the big number 19 for Dilar, who is going to be quick about things. He's 25 metres out, 45-degree angle to right half forward. He's a left footer, so it should suit him just fine. He's drifted, though, that kick across the face and through for another minor score for Dilar, 6-10-46. Trailing the University Blacks, 13-6-84, 19 minutes gone in the final term. Matthew Donald, thanks to Bendigo Bank Private Banking.
Chalkley's going to chip it short to McKenzie on the back flank. Going to take his time. Call to go now by the umpire. So he drives it long up the line. Runner and Stanton were there at the front of the ball, but it's coming out near for the Blacks. And then Darkus is in a bit of space. He's going to go long inside 50. Sinclair, well, he's caught the attention all day, and now he's decided he's going to dish out some of his own. And he had a bit of a coming together with Fisher there, who gets the kick out towards the back flank, looking to switch. Macking so high up the ground, he's going to get a nosebleed in a minute. Haven't seen him this far forward in a long time. He's applying the tackle at half forward here. He's locked things up. Miller was the last one to get up. And the umpire will call for the stoppage now, and Macking making his way back into defence. And Miller still doing stretches here, trying to get up. Now he is. And
just briefly, Matty, Old Haileybury 68, University Blues 67 in South Caulfield.
Oh, hitter. I did say something about Uni Blues on the For the Love of the Game podcast. I can't quite remember what I said exactly. Ross it up. Now, he might have been taken high there. Umpire said no. I'll have to get up the tape and find out exactly what I said about Uni Blues, buddy, but that's okay. We can do that in time.
64, St Kevin's leading Collegian 62 at the TH King. So
both very important
games
Yes,
of football.
Both ends of the table as well. Fisher and Moorfield doing the ruck. Darkus was there, was dispossessed. Come out now to Williams, who hasn't stopped trying today. And now a snap towards goal there from Clark, I think that might have been, and it was just wide across the face. Minor score. 13-7-85 is really blowing out this margin now. 6-10-46 on the Bendigo Bank Private Banking scoreboard. We're into time on now in this final term. A 39-point lead for the Blacks.
Thank you, Matty. Fisher from the last line, been manful all day, drives this kick as far as he possibly can down the far side wing. Skips the pack, and Aleo should be first to it. Biscacci lays the tackle. Here goes Macbeth. He's gone for a run. Jeez, Oliver's done well to bring him down as he bounced the footy.
He's holding the ball.
I think Kevin Bartlett was the last player to get away with doing that. You can't bounce it while you're being tackled.
Do you reckon he'd know who Kevin Bartlett is? The young fella?
Let's not ask that question.
He's got a hairstyle.
You'll upset yourself.
He's got a hairstyle from the 80s, so every chance.
It's a wonderful rundown tackle by Ben Oliver because Macbeth was off and running and there was no one ahead of him. And he just got to him in time. Shades of Morris Rioli from a couple of weeks ago, though not from quite as far as back, as Doherty takes the footy. Far side wing. What's O'Meara deep, who had to play from behind and spoil Clay. Still they go. D-La Salle. Oh, this time it's Macbeth's turn to tackle Oliver.
He's got
Hit
it.
the
He's got
360.
Good
And
idea.
gets some revenge. Ethan Macbeth in the forward pocket.
He's done well. He's got the square up. He said, well, you get me, I'll get you.
He missed the body tackle, so he thought, I'll just grab Oliver by the hand and swing him around,
He
and it
did.
worked.
Yes. Oh, I thought he was going to go around the corner here.
He's going to have a go.
So Macbeth in his third senior game. His second senior game of 2025. He's in the right forward pocket, 40 metres out from goal. It's a tough kick
Come on, Shaky.
for the number 92 for D-La Salle. He's kicked it high. It looks to be across the face.
Oh,
Big
that's a
leap
mark.
for Scarchi. It was over the line, though. And through for a minor score. He doesn't know it yet, does Brett Biscarci, but throws it back
He was hoping.
to Robertson. Another minor score for D-La. 47 plays, 85 at the Uni Main.
So Robertson walks out of the defensive goal square and then goes with a kick down the line to a 1-on-2. They've done pretty nicely here. Does Grocott beat the two in the air, then roved his own crumb over to Moorfield. Now Robertson kept on running. Drives a kick up towards half forward. The 221's going at it. The taller Dean Johns up against Mithen. Mithen did well to halve the contest. But D-La worked it away from the stoppage a few metres. They've still got possession of the football here, although this is all under a lot of pressure now. Stewart accelerates away from the contest, goes with a kick up towards the centre of the ground. Macking somehow got the footy in the end, only for a bit, and then a good tackle locks things up here in the centre of the ground. It's O'Meara who has locked it up, and it will be a stoppage, Paddy.
For Partners Wealth Group, Old Haileybury 68, the University Blues 68.
Not another one. Not another one.
2 draws on the season for the Blues.
Oh, well, we're going for the hat-trick. We nearly had 3 in a row when we were here at this ground a couple of weeks ago. Old Brighton had to go and ruin our fun with that one. Aleo caught in a strong tackle there by his opposite number in Damashki. And he's going to get the free kick, or the former. And he'll waste no time switching it to Valpede. And Damashki's in a bit of trouble, still down on the ground there.
Half again.
Valpede with a couple of bounces to Clark, another one over the top to Rouse. This time he goes with a kick inside, attacking 50, looking for Sinclair, finding Grocott. Dean Johns spun out of trouble nicely.
Nice kick.
And then he's kicked it up towards Ida, who dives low to take the mark on the back flank.
So Ida through right half back, far side of the University Oval. Just pops it over the top. Next in the chain is Healy, who kicked it to the man of the mark, McKenzie, and now Rouse the other way for the Blacks. Puts it into the pocket. Who's his target? It was Moorfield out the back. He's too far away for a fifth. Is big Campbell Moorfield, and Lingberg takes it over the line and will be thrown in left forward pocket.
Paddy, Uni Blues in front.
Oh, boy.
74-68.
20, or nearly 22 gone in the final term over there.
65-62 St Kevin's leading Collegians as well. They're the two really close ones as Fisher fists the ball loose from the throw-in. Pushed out wide towards Ida, who soccers that one out of play, and he will be pinged for insufficient intent.
And another goal update at TH King. St Kevin's now out by 9.
Oh boy. 24 and a half gone. So
if the Blues get up.
if the Blues were to get up, we would have Old Haileybury in fourth, level on points with the Blacks as it's kicked high towards the hot spot. Moorfield again played from behind, went with the left fist rather than the marking attempt. I've got to try and get him 5 here, Campbell Moorfield. Here's Mithen. Handball was a bit hot. Dow maybe leg Damashki, who takes the footy and kicks it to Ben Oliver. Directly to Ben Oliver beneath the scoreboard at left half forward. He'll go back for a chance to make it a 44-point University Blacks lead, Hugo Higginbotham.
And if the Blues get up, that'll put Collegians down into 9th, and the Blues will get out of the relegation zone.
It's all live. Old Brighton are doing it easily over St Bernard's as things stands, 125-59 as Ben Oliver approaches from left half forward, 40 metres out beneath the scoreboard, sits it up high. That's a good kick.
That's a goal.
That's a really good kick. And it's party time now for the University Blacks. 14-7-91, D-La 6-11-47. A 44-point advantage from the University Blacks. Oliver, he joins a growing list of goal kickers. We're up to 9 now for the Blacks, led by Moorfield with 3, Mithen with 2, and Grocott also with 2. Actually, I think Moorfield might have 4. I reckon my sheet's out of date because he's been kicking them so quickly.
He's definitely got 4.
91 plays 47.
You got that Joe the Goose out the back.
Correct.
They
They don't count.
It doesn't matter how you get them.
And another goal at TH Kingston. Kevin's now out to a 15-point lead. 25 gone in the last term. Uni Blues still holding a 6-point advantage over Old Haileybury, approaching the 24-minute mark in the final term. So looks like one of those results you think is safe. You think the Scobblers should hold on, but there's still all to play for between the Bloods and the Blues as we're back underway here at University Oval. Grocott tapped it to his own advantage, then ran into his own teammate, and he's been penalised for holding the ball. Good tackle by Dean Johns.
Thanks to the teammate there too for holding him up.
Nice little assist.
Yes.
Short to Williams, who hasn't stopped trying today, Jake Williams. He's been one of the best on the ground. He's got to go on the right, on the left, on the right again, and spears a kick up towards half forward. It's eluded. Versace, you got a little shove for his troubles against Chalkley for what it's worth, and it's gone out of play for a boundary throw-in.
For Skins, the pioneers of compression, our Skins player of the day wins themselves a pair of cutting-edge Skins compression tights. Hugo Higginbotham nominees?
Campbell Moorfield's been good, Away Macking's been good, Freddie Valpede's been good.
Get back to you on that one.
It's come out now to Stewart, who got the hand pass from Filipovic, who goes deep towards full forward over the head of McKenzie. Healy's down there, Versace trying to hack it towards goal. It was intercepted though by Chalkley, who read it well. Who kicks to Macbeth.
He's been good too.
Probably shouldn't have done that. And Shakey's now got it at half forward, and he's on a similar position, but he's given the hand pass off. Flying shot at goal there by Rossiter, and it's gone wide.
No, that was a Rossiter. He can't kick
no,
that
wasn't
far.
Rossiter. That was Miller, was it? He's on the opposite flank.
That's a fourth shot at goal for Max Miller today.
Yeah.
So for your wingmen to have 4 shots at goal, I think you'd be pretty happy with that. We've just got to tidy up the finishing.
I was going to say, you'd be happy if he kicked him.
He won't be in the best, but his discipline and holding his width on the wing's been really impressive today, Max Miller.
He has.
Yeah,
So
he's been good.
Rouse down this broadcast wing. Lingberg chops it off. I think it's about 8 players that you've thrown up for player of the day. Here you go. I'm going to keep you honest on that one. Lingberg's going to dump it back inside 50 for Dealer. Maybe a 7th goal of the game coming up. Top of the square.
Oh, what a mark! What a mark.
91, the University Blacks, 28.5 gone in this final term. Thanks to Bendigo Bank Private Banking. Hugo Higginbotham, your Skins player of the day, please.
Yeah, sure, I feel like that. Why do I get this one? No, I'm going to give it to Campbell Moorfield for the day because that's a good captain's game. Kicked 4 and he was consistent throughout the day. So I think he's, the score has blown out. But don't forget in the third quarter we were down to single digits. So it could have gone either way this game, but he's been excellent, I think, today.
Well, I was going to say, Paddy, we had a handy point alert. Uni Blues have stretched it out to 7 points for the point, but they've just kicked another goal, so they're up by 13.
Oh.
St Kevin's still lead Collegians by 9, so Collegians have got a goal back.
Out of the square infringement, is that? It is.
It's going to be, well, you don't see that very often at all, and it's going to be Filipovic who takes the kick, spears a pass up towards half forward. Now the hand pass comes into Miller. Is he going to go for goal this time? Can he kick it this time? No, he's decided he's going to pass it. McKenzie in front, got hands to it. No mark. Macking roved it well. Oh, doing well there was a layer to hand pass it while in the air. So very good coordination there, but hasn't actually amounted to anything because it's gone out of play for a boundary throw-in.
Just a reminder to everyone listening to our call that once this one is over, you can head over and watch the finish of the Old Zavs Old Scotch game as St Kevin's just 3 points the lead now over Collegiate, 77 plays 74.
Toss back in, Brooker front spot. I said that one was over, didn't I? Me and my big mouth.
Oh, boy.
Coming out of it up.
That'll get back.
Well, I think they call that dark clouding in the racing wrong cough button. You go.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just trying to shut you up. You didn't put your foot in there anymore.
You've had enough.
Dig up, Matthew. Dig up.
Don't want me to declare any more results. Understandable. McKenzie going short to Palmer, who just marked it in time. It was closing. And he goes up the line, flirting with the boundary line, but that's all right. And here's Mithen again. He's on the right boot, up towards half forward. Oh, Lingberg did well, got hands to it. Sinclair worried him out of it. And scored over the boundary line for a throw in.
I think Tom Sinclair was just approaching another collision with Sean Fisher, and I think in basketball, the parlance, I'd say he made a business decision.
Yeah, he's had enough.
He saw enough. Tom Sinclair is Rana wins the hit out. Filipovic went without the footy, so Palmer will get it from Valpede. Moorfield again! No! Spoiled loose. He had a chance at 5. Lingberg takes the spillage. Macbeth on the outside. Dean Johns should track it. Far wing side, it took a cruel bounce, and Grocott will tap it backwards. It bounces away from Dow. And it's a 37-point University Blacks win, 14-7, 91, 7-12, 54. So the Blacks, they were made to fight real hard for it across 3 quarters and a bit of pretty tough, exciting football. But they raced to the finish. They kicked 5 of the last 6 goals of the game to run out